till we win. From Cottingham Stadium, the home of the Easton Area High School Red Rovers, the Red Rovers Sports Network and JL Sports present football action. Tonight, the District 11 6A semifinal game against the Liberty Hurricanes. Good evening, everybody. This is Jack Logic along with Tyler Hatten, Jeff Achenzie to bring you all the action of this great game. And Jeff, by all accounts, it's going to be a fantastic football game.
Yeah, 20 years ago, Jack, this was the main event for almost 4 or 5 Novembers in a row. But here we are 20 years later. We're going to get the 2025 edition of this one, 111th meeting between these two programs. And they met here back in October. And, Jack, that was the story of 2 games. Easton prevailed 23-20. Which sounds like a good one, but at one point, Easton was up 17-0 and 15 yards away from going up 24.
Yes, and they couldn't convert, and it was Katie.
Oh, that's you. Go ahead.
That was Katie by the door. Once they didn't convert, Liberty scored and made it a football game, and Liberty eventually went ahead 20-17. And Cole Orway, like he's been called on a lot this year, made the key play on a touchdown run to make it 23-20. The conversion was missed, so that meant Liberty could still tie with a field goal or a winning touchdown. And they had 2 tries, and the Easton defense just came up.
Yeah, and then that was the game, too, where we talked about Noah Borluka. Easton did something we have not seen them do a lot this year. On their second possession, they took 3 to go up 10-0, and that 3 points wound up being the difference in that game.
Yeah, it was a 37-yard field goal, but he made it, and Nora's had a great year kicking off and with the placements.
Yeah, he was EPC first-team place kicker. But, Jack, tonight the odds are going to be even higher. They were playing for Northampton County Division title when they last met. Tonight, a trip to the 6A final, and it'll be quite a long time for either of these teams to get to that plateau.
Yes, it's been a while for the Rovers. They got in 2014, am I correct?
2014, yep.
And they lost a heartbreaker here in Cottingham Stadium to Parkland.
And the Liberty Hurricanes, last time they would have did that, it was a magical season of 2008. And that is the reason we call it magical, is they were going to be, after that victory, 3 wins away from their first ever school title, state championship in school history.
And they prevailed 3 more times. And Tim Monsman, who's now the head coach at Parkland, of course, won that state championship and has some great athletes, a quarterback, Persa and Gonzalez over those 3-year run,
And if you read, Jack, some of the press this week, you'll find out there's a very interesting Easton connection, though, to that 2008 run. AD, the athletic director at Liberty High School at that time, was sitting up here a little bit ago. He's on the staff tonight. That's Sam Seneca. And the quarterback coach on that team
was Matt Seneca.
Matt Seneca, now the head coach of the Easton Red Rovers. So, Coach Seneca, they know the history of Liberty in those playoffs, and in 04, I think it was 03, 04, 05, 06.
I really should have reminded Matt about the 2009 season they were playing here at Cottingham, and Easton pulled out a victory late in the game with late Mike Cummings.
I do remember.
And we were broadcasting. There was a 2-story booth over there.
Well,
and Sam was upstairs, and Easton made the big play to win the game.
Yep.
And you could hear his clipboard crash over our heads.
So the 2 teams coming in, Easton's story is well known. They're coming in undefeated, Northampton County Division champion, 2nd year in a row, with an unblemished record of 11-0. They've been tested, though, the last couple of weeks, especially from the 2 Bethlehem schools. Liberty and Freedom gave them everything they could have wanted here at Cottingham. Also this week, Easton has moved up again in those 6A rankings, and they're coming in, Jack, 5th in the state now.
And Parkland's 3rd, and don't worry, if Liberty wins tonight, they'll be at least honorable mention.
Yep.
We're in the top 10.
And Liberty Hurricanes, they come in 8-3, but playing very good football right now as well. They lost a tough one to open their season to Penridge, but Jack, Penridge entered the District 1 playoff as the number 1 seed.
Yes, Penridge has had a great year. Their coach, Kevin Byler, former Duriff coach and athlete, and they beat him opening night, and we thought, boy, the Hurricanes blew this. And as it turned out, they did. They lost a really good football team.
They lost to a very good football team, and their only other 2 losses, like we said, they lost to the Easton Rovers here 23-20 back in week number 8, and then they dropped an earlier game to Nazareth. But, Jack, that's one that I think the Hurricanes would like to replay that one.
Was Versa in the lineup that night or not? Not Versa, I'm sorry, Peyton Falzone.
No, Falzone was out, so it was that new look Blue Eagles, and we'll talk about that Blue Eagles team in a second. But that's it. That's how Liberty gets here. And we knew way back, though, we thought that of all the teams in the EPC, Liberty is probably the most dangerous when their game is on.
Yeah, I think they can beat anybody any night, and lately their defense has risen to the occasion under Joe Bartolari, a former Easton High School graduated from Easton in 1966, and Joe would like to beat his alma mater tonight, but we're hoping Joe goes away unhappy with Frankie Lane, another Easton alum, the offense coordinator, and you got Chad Groover, the standout tight end on the Hurricane staff, so there's a lot of Red Rover over there across the way.
Yeah, and like I said, we talked a couple of weeks ago how it's always fun when these teams together, but when they get together in the playoffs, it's even more exciting. We'll get to some of those starting lineups in a few minutes, Jack. There's another semifinal in the 6A bracket taking place tonight. That's up there at Orfield. Let's take a look at that bracket, in fact, Jack. So we talked about the upper side. I throw seeds out at this point. It really doesn't matter. But if you do want to say Easton came in the 1 seed, Liberty came in the 4 seed, and they downed Freedom Patriots for the second week in a row last Saturday afternoon. On the bottom side of the bracket, you get the 2 and the 3 seed coming together for a rematch from a bunch of weeks ago. But we were saying that's a very different Nazareth team. Parkland definitely took it to the Blue Eagles that night by a mercy rule victory, but that was also the first
Cooper
game.
Matson.
Yeah, that Cooper was going to be playing with Peyton Falzone getting injured the week prior. So I think Nazareth would like to get another shot at Parkland, and they're going to do it tonight with a trip to the 6A finals on the line.
Yes, and Wemberley would like to go back to Warfield where he started his career and end his career with a victory.
Yeah, Parkland last week, they drew Stroudsburg. They had no trouble taking down the Mountaineers. And Nazareth wanted to avenge one of those losses last week, and they did just that. They were shocked in week number 10 when they lost to, nope, not week number 10, number 9, when they lost to the Northampton Concrete Kids. Concrete Kids gave them everything they could handle last week, but the Blue Eagles pulled that one out 37-36. I think there was a late safety.
Safety, and he had to run 41 yards.
Oh, I saw the play.
That would make me nervous that the punter would fall down on his way to the end zone.
Yes, indeed. So there's a look at what we're going to have tonight. Winners out of here, Jack. We were informed. If anyone knows anything different, let us know, but we did find out, Jack, the LaSalle College is going to be representing District 12 in the 6A bracket. They will not be facing off with the public school champions, so the Explorers of LaSalle College, they're going to be waiting in the state quarterfinals for whoever comes out of District 11.
I want to check that out before we go on the air tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to see if that's true. Somebody told me ahead of time, but so if anybody knows any information, I believe it was supposed to be the winner of Emotep Charter, and I forget the other school that they were playing in the public league final. But if anyone knows anything, we've been told that LaSalle College has already advanced. But we're going to step away for a few moments here on Red Rovers Sports Network, pay a couple of our bills. Thank you to our sponsors, title sponsor this week, Giacomo's. But if you're in the Lehigh Valley, be sure to get out there and support our sponsors all season.
Law is a litigation firm located in Easton, Pennsylvania. Their attorneys represent injured parties in personal injury litigation, business litigation, intellectual property disputes, trust and estate litigation, and real estate matters. They serve clients in the state courts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as well as in federal courts throughout the country. Chuck Bruno is a founding member of Bruno Law and was born and raised in Easton, Pennsylvania. Contact them today for an initial consultation at www.brunolawfirm.com. That's www.brunolawfirm.com. Bruno Law, focused on results, dedicated to advocacy.
Sounds like people knew. Hold on.
When your roof is compromised, every passing moment is an opportunity for water to leak into your home and cause serious damage. There's no reason to wait around for help when you have a problem. Fleck Roofing and Construction is a local roofing company in Easton, PA that offers emergency services to residential and commercial customers. Call us today at 610-250-0737 or the web at www.roofwithfleck.com.
Giacomo's Italian Grill, located on Cattell Street in Easton, moments away from Lafayette College. Giacomo's has it all. It starts with their cheesesteak, voted #1 in the Lehigh Valley. They have great wraps, pitas, paninis, all kinds of subs. Not to mention Italian sausage, which is all homemade. You can get it in mild, fennel, hot, any way you like it. Giacomo's Italian Grill is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout, please call them at 610-438-1954. That's 610-438-1954. Or visit them at their new location, Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway, in the former site of the Miller Paint Store location. Once again, that's Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway. Giacomo's, they have it all.
8111. Business owners, did you know Urco Community Federal Credit Union offers business loans to purchase or refinance your commercial property? Urco can provide you with other business loan products like a business line of credit, so you can focus on what's important, your business. Call Urco at 908-859-1811 and speak to a business loan representative today. Subject to underwriting and credit approval. Terms subject to change. Certain restrictions may apply. This is not a commitment to lend. Federally insured by NCUA.
Service electric across the way.
Yep. So we're back here tonight for the District 11 6A semifinal between the Liberty Hurricanes and the Easton Red Rovers. Another little spot to give a shout out, Jack. Our dinner provided tonight by Antonio's Italian Restaurant, downtown Easton. I was not prepared to have a second dinner tonight, but it just smelled too good.
I just stole a meatball because I ate when you ate at 3 o'clock, and I had something from Giacomo's. So.
Yep. Then that's our sponsor of the week. So let's take a look, though, at some of these starting lineups, see how they're coming in. Unbelievable season for Antonio Fontanez, but let's take a look at these starting lineups for just a second here.
Hey, he can run, he can pass, he does it all, and he's been a 3-year starter.
Well, and the thing for him is he doesn't have to do it by himself. He's got some weapons around them. So let's take a look at this starting lineup for the Hurricanes. And like we said, everything starts on the hand of number 1, Antonio Fontanez, the senior. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's helped in the backfield. Gabe Green, number 22. He's a senior, 5'11", 185. Super elusive, Jack.
I was going to say he's the deep threat.
Yeah, he was the one last year when I was watching some of the footage. He took a 2-yard screen pass, 60 yards against us for a touchdown. So he's one that the Rovers are going to look to bottle up all night. And then the weapons around Fontanez, because he comes in, Jack, with 2,568 yards on the season. How about 35 touchdowns through the air?
That's pretty impressive.
It is extremely. He's coming in with 3 touchdowns a game through the air. That's Fontanez. And helping him, his number 1 receiver, number 3, Zaire Davis, the junior. And then probably, I think, one of the best overall receivers, possession and route running in EPC. That's number 5, Jacob Puxton. The H-back, number 10, Christian Contakis. And then we'll have to see who's going to be filling in the slot back. Unfortunately, the Hurricanes lost number 6, Jackson Barlock, the senior, last week to a season-ending injury. So they're going to be out with their special slot back, Jackson. So we'll have to see number 15, Javion White, number 8, William Reese. And number 0, Adrian DeLeon, will try to pick up the slack by Barlock.
I'll turn Tyler up for a minute. Tyler, number 10's in the lineup.
It's our buddy, Jack. That's our buddy.
So, yeah, if we were talking about Italian dinner a little bit ago, Martalucci's is a hallmark of Bethlehem. And you guys had a chance back at the Bethlehem Catholic game to have dinner there and had number 10 as excellent service.
Yeah, it was just ironic. He asked
very
us,
polite, right?
He goes, do you guys coach for Easton? And we go, no, we call the games. And he kept calling me sir. I'm like, hey, I'm only 2 years older than you, dude. You don't need to call me sir.
Very nice young man, but I hope he ends his career with a L.
He could pick up extra hours at work.
Yes.
Let's take a moment real quick. We'll look at the starting lineup for this record-setting off. Jack, I said that offense for Easton was record-setting, and someone that was rewriting the record book all season long, that's Cole Ordway. He's coming in right now, 1,544 yards. That's second in all of the EPC, but he had the best season on the ground ever for a Rover quarterback.
Yes, far and above. Broke Justin Pacioli's record and just has done a great job this year and just controls the offense perfectly.
Yep. One of the spots we were talking about milestones here and there, he did pass with his 7 rushing touchdowns for a school record against Nazareth. He actually has 30 on the ground. He's 3 shy of Shane Simpson's season mark for touchdowns on the ground.
And Shane recognized him in your great video.
Yep.
Congratulating him.
Thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, that was well received. I can't believe. I know. I think last I saw we were over 10,000 views, and the outpouring. It was really cool to get to do that for the Rovers last week.
Yes, and we'll be updating that a little bit later and give a couple other twists to the great video that Jeff Achenzie did. Yeah,
there's an updated coming. I said people that were still emailing stuff to Red Rover Sports Network at gmail.com. Don't worry, those videos will be in the final edit. For now, though, let's take a look at the Liberty defense. Very similar, Jack, in points per game. To the Easton Red Rovers team. Both teams came in very, very similar. And for Liberty Hurricanes up front, number 32, the defensive end, Amir Middleton. On the other side of it, number 2, Javion Pujols. He is their heavy hitter, Tyler. We're going to be calling his name a lot. If the Hurricanes have a good night, the defensive tackles, number 60, Jason Dottie, and number 77, Nick Schnenkel. Then the linebacking core, they got 2 strong safeties listed. So the linebacking, though, number 22, Gabe Green, the running back, and number 4, Mekhi McKenzie. They're the inside, and then your strong safeties, outside linebackers, what you will. Number 0, Adrian De Leon. Number 7, John T. Bowie. The free safety, Jacob Hudson, and he's one that not too many people this year have wanted to test deep, Jack.
No.
And then the two outside, they're excellent wide receiver. Of course, he's playing corner. Then number 3 is Zaire Davis. And then we'll have to see, Jack, who gets the boundary. Jackson Barlock had been holding it down for the Hurricanes. He's out of the lineup tonight.
I want to talk about their quarterfinal game. Freedom got the ball and took it 78 yards down the field for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And Freedom played them tough for a quarter and a half, and then Liberty took a halftime lead in the second half. Each team scored a touchdown, and it was a 26-14 Hurricane victory.
Yeah, some of the, Liberty has definitely escaped a few games this year, and then they've lost a couple of close ones too. The game with Northampton was one where they trailed by 13 with about 4 minutes to go, ended up taking a 7-point lead, and then had to score it with under a minute to go to win by a point. So Liberty definitely can score points. If there's one weakness to Liberty's game, it has been, though, they have given up quite a few points some of their games this year.
Some games, and I think that game really took a lot out of Northampton.
Yes. As for Easton, they come in giving up just about 13 points a game, and we said with the exception of the Erasmus Hall game, they've held just about every opponent under 20 points except for these Liberty Hurricanes.
Yes, and that's a great testament to the defense that, Sam Seneca assist Brian Falcone with, and they overall defensive staff has just done a fantastic job this year. And like I said, they proved it 4 weeks ago when they held the Hurricanes twice, basically at midfield before they even could get in the field goal position.
Yep, and let's take a look at that Easton starting defense. Like we said, giving up just under. That was a look, Jack, at Easton's starting defense. Leading tackler on that team, and he was the EPC Northampton Division MVP, Sean Kilpatrick. And in his first year as a full-time starter, what a job he's done.
He's done a monster job.
I think we mentioned last week, I believe he's going to be continuing his collegiate career playing football at Eastern University.
Very good. Where's that located?
I think that's outside of Philadelphia.
Yep.
Other people that have helped, and it's going to be a shame to see him go. How many more games we have with him? But the Twin Towers on the outside with Algie Macon and Curtis Crossman, and they just play defensive end the correct way.
Yes, they do. Tonight's going to be key to keep Fontenot's in the pocket, so they'll give him any running lanes because once he gets a running lane, he's not as strong as runner as Cole Warway, but he's really elusive. And third down and long, that's when the Rovers have the their passing lanes.
And that was the issue that in the second half of that game that Easton had to contend with was if you want to try to put extra men in the secondary, you have Fontenot to contend with. But Algie Macon, he comes in 8 sacks on the year. Crossman right behind him with 4. There's a few, Jack, where I think Macon got there one step earlier to record the sack. But we were also talking about a little history. Algie Macon with his 8, he's 2.5 sacks away from a school record for sacks in a season.
Might get that tonight.
And one of them that was set last week, and Tyler, we'll talk about it later on, but that was Sean McPeak. He set a school record with 4 interceptions returned for a touchdown this season, and there were 2 other ones that he absolutely should have had, and I think the end zone was calling his name, and he dropped
There's
him.
an investigation right now into that onside kick he didn't recover.
Yeah,
just so you could get the record.
Yep. So that's a look at the starters for this one, and it's good. Very senior heavy teams. Easton has a few more seniors than the Hurricanes, giving them a slight experience edge. It's been a while, though, since the Hurricanes have been in this district semifinal. Easton was here last year. We'll come right back, though, in a few moments, and we're going to break down the opening of this game.
Founded in 1996, the Marblehead Chowder House offers a casual, coastal atmosphere with fresh seafood, shellfish, and hearty chowders. Located on William Penn Highway in Easton, the Marblehead Chowder House is the perfect spot for family and friends. Featuring dishes unique to New England and open daily, the Marblehead Chowder House has Ipswich belly clams, fresh lobster rolls, a raw bar, and of course, live lobsters arriving regularly. The only thing missing is the cool sea breeze. With their lighthouse and nautical decor, the Marblehead Chowder House creates an experience like no other in the Lehigh Valley.
Established in 1936, Regal Insurance has a long-standing and strong foundation in the Lehigh Valley community. We pride ourselves in offering our customers a personal experience where you are always able to speak directly to an insurance specialist. Access to mobile software allows quick response to claims, questions, and inspections from our experienced team. Whether your driving record is flawless or has hit some bumps in the road, we have great service options for you. If you are looking for an insurance specialist who has your needs at heart, welcome to Regal Insurance. Visit us on the web at Regal Insurance. Regal Insurance. Real people, real coverage.
Rutler Screen Printing, founded in 1954 in George's Garage, has grown into a leader in the industry. Operating from an 18,000 square foot facility in Easton, PA, we offer top-notch screen printing, embroidery, private stores, and fulfillment services. With decades of experience and a commitment to never disappoint and always amaze, we provide exceptional quality and customer satisfaction. Official apparel company of the Red Rovers Sports Network. www.rutler.com or call today 610-829-2999.
Sam Ruda Realty. Sam Ruda has been in the real estate business for more than 45 years. A lifelong resident of Easton, Sam serves the greater Lehigh Valley area. In business with his son, this family-oriented firm is perfect for all your real estate needs. Not only can Sam help you find the home of your dreams, he can help to sell your home for top dollar. Visit www.samruda.com for more information. That's www.samruda.com for more information. Sam Ruda, Easton's real estate agent.
Here we go. So we're back here at Cottingham Stadium, about 10 minutes away from kickoff here in the District 11 6A semifinal. Jack, it was a pretty successful night in some of the other fall sports for District 11 this past Tuesday and Wednesday. Emmaus Field Hockey and Parkland Field Hockey, they both advanced in the PIAA tournament. Emmaus Soccer, they advanced. Girls Soccer, Nazareth advanced. I think Kyle Craig was at the game. I was following him. Bethlehem Catholic, they advanced in girls volleyball. Thank you very much for your updates. But, yeah, I think there were only Yeah, there was only, I believe, Emmaus girls. They advanced over Delaware Valley, but Jack, it was pretty successul
Overall,
yeah. I mean, with football, I said they're about
Nazareth had a big win in girls soccer.
Yeah, girls soccer. Yep, and because that was a back and forth. I think they ended up winning that 3-2. Football, like I said, we're about 2 weeks behind, just because we cannot play with the frequency of those other sports. One of the things next week, if Easton advances, Jack, Rovers Network, we're going to go on the road.
Yeah, the Rover Network will be on the road.
So that's
a neutral site.
That's a neutral site. That's why we're saying we're going on the road. We may have an idea, maybe by the time we go off the air. But typically, we were talking to our AD down here, and obviously they look at the field, they look at the parking, and they look at the ability of the stands. Yeah, and they said, but typically it'll be at a 6A facility. But for those of you guys that are wondering out there, the way the state bracket is drawn up, District 11 is on the top side of their half of the state. So whoever comes out of District 11 in the 6A, they will have the a 6A game in District 11 when they face District 12. And if they could change that course, first time in
3 years.
Well, I'm thinking since somebody actually beat District 12.
It's been a while.
The Eastern final would also be in District 11, but that is cart before the horse. We got a football game tonight. We
got one at a time, and it starts tonight against a great Liberty team, and then equally great Parkland or Nazareth team next week.
Yeah, and at this point, I said you might be able to get a lesser opponent in the first round. Once you're into the District 11 6A semifinals, you're not going to find any easy opponents left.
No, and Easton even drew a perennial strong program in Emmaus last week.
Yep.
And that probably was a good tune-up for him. I was rooting for Pokemon Mountain West because somebody we hadn't played and an easier game, but sometimes it's good to get smacked.
Well, and actually that was something that I saw talked about on the other side of the bracket, that the last time that Parkland had to play a competitive game was probably against Nazareth in Week 5.
That's been a long time.
So that was very interesting, where Nazareth has been fighting their way through the Northampton County Division, taking on Freedom, Liberty, Easton, Bethlehem Catholic, Northampton. Parkland
had Whitehall.
Whitehall was their toughest, and Whitehall, they're in the District 11 5A final
tomorrow night.
But so we'll have
Mountain West. Am I correct?
No, Pocono Mountain East.
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 I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
West lost in the Eastern Conference playoff.
And they have a great quarterback there, and Pocono Mountain East does.
Yeah, they definitely were setting up the statistics. Let's step away here for a moment as we go through some of the pregame festivities here at Cottingham Stadium. We're going to come back. A reminder, we are audio only tonight, so when the game does kick off at 7:05, we will kick off to audio only. Unfortunately, we're blocked out by a District 11 exclusive rights, but I was talking to somebody about the irony. If we are covering that quarterfinal for the state tournament, Jack, we could come back with video.
That would be awful nice.
And I said that's a little bit of the irony there. So we'll be back in just a few moments here for Cottingham Stadium. Almost up. Sorry, Jack, I'm trying to find the video I want to play.
Welcome to the Easton Area School District. We are happy to serve as your host for tonight's interscholastic athletic event.
The Eastern Pennsylvania Conference and PIAA sportsmanship policies will be enforced for all events.
Good sportsmanship is viewed by the EPC and the PIAA as a concrete measure of understanding and a commitment to fair play, ethical behavior, and integrity.
The EPC and PIAA and its member schools reserve the right to eject any spectator whose conduct is detrimental to good sportsmanship.
In addition, the Easton Area School District Code of Conduct is in effect for all spectators this evening. Signs are posted at the entrances of each gate, and the code will also be visible on the video board throughout the game.
Your attendance at this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by these athletes in an educational setting.
Please be respectful and encouraging in your approach to all athletes, officials, coaches, and fellow spectators.
Be a good role model.
Respect the officials, coaches, athletes, parents, and spectators.
Do not engage in discriminatory or threatening behavior.
Use positive and appropriate language.
Encourage a safe environment for all players, officials, and spectators.
No bullying, fighting, smoking, or the use of alcohol, tobacco, vaping, or illegal substances at any time.
Failure to follow these guidelines may result in ejection from the stadium, criminal charges, and/or school disciplinary actions.
Enjoy the game. Go Rovers.
Go Rovers.
Go Rovers.
Go Rovers.
You may wonder why these towns are so obsessed with football on Thanksgiving. What brings them together is what we call tradition.
That's it. And national anthem here at Cottingham Stadium. We're set for kickoff. Tyler Hatten will have the call. I'll be on commentary. Jack Logic will be commentary and statistics. But get set. It's a good one. It's a classic whenever these teams together. Number 4 seed Liberty Hurricanes, number 1 seed Easton Red Rovers. Trip to the District 11 6A final on the line. Tyler, we're set for kickoff.
Oh, I'm glad to finally be on the headset tonight. I didn't think I'd be able to get there. I took a little too much food.
I was going to say third or fourth plate, huh?
No, not quite. I will say I'm dieting, and I've lost a pretty decent amount of weight, but I put all that weight back on every time I would come home.
Well, that's because you already got over the freshman 15 last year.
I didn't have 15 to put on last year, so there really was no freshman 15. It was just I gained it all in high school.
You need to get one of those things called a wife. They'll always remind you about that weight. But Tyler, we got a good one here. And
I have brothers, don't worry.
We were saying at the top of the show, 20 years ago, from 2003 to about 2008, you almost could have set your watch by this being a November meeting in the District 11 playoffs.
Yeah, I was always up and ready to go for those games when I was negative
2, 3.
Yeah.
And, that was a very different time. It was a very different Easton. They were still under Coach Schifford. And, Jack, what was most frustrating about those Easton teams was they didn't look that difficult. You just could not stop them.
No, they had a great ground game by Steve Schifford, led by Jared Holly, and they could do a lot of things. And believe it or not, Easton won the toss and took the ball.
Yeah, Easton won the toss and took the ball. And, Jack, we were saying out there, and we were talking about people that have a memory, and we're not even saying anything, Easton and Parkland would get through tonight, you could have two teams meeting with 12-0 records next week. But back in 2004, these teams met in Week 9, and they both came in 8-0,
yes.
And they were also sitting pretty high in the state rankings that week. And history will remind you that Easton scored on the first play from scrimmage that game.
Jared Holly took a lateral
Yep.
and threw a perfect touchdown pass down the middle, and it was 7-0 before you could get to your seat.
Yep, that was BASD Stadium, and I think it was Easton got out to a 14-0 lead before Liberty knew what hit them. It was similar the first time these met, Tyler, and you actually called it before any of us. Easton was out 17-0. They got an interception down to the Liberty 15 and couldn't score, and you were the first one to say that Easton really needed that score to try to get Liberty down, and that didn't happen, and Liberty fought their way back.
Yeah, it's always sounds so crazy to say when you're up 17-0 in the first half to say, hey, you need this score. But like you said, it turned out to be the truth. I felt like in the moment when it happened, you were in a situation where you could put the nail in the coffin so early in that game that Liberty, they were just going to – all the energy was going to be sucked out of their sideline, and Easton was going to be able to blow them off the ball for the rest of the game. Sure enough, Liberty gets that stop. Easton doesn't get points out of it, and then Liberty goes down and scores, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. And so things can flip just like that in a game like this. And Easton, obviously, you want to see them come out quick. They obviously are getting the football again to start, which has worked so well. They've only been stopped, I believe, one time this year. As he will kick it away, it's going to be fielded by the Red Rovers at the 15, looking for running room right up the middle. Is going to be brought down a little bit past the 25, still fighting forward, rather, out to the 30.
That's Trayvon Tyler, number 9. And, yeah, nice return, just about 18, 19 yards, going to get it out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Easton will start their first possession.
There were about 20 bodies all stacked up on each other as Tyler was trying to return that. It looked like they brought him to the ground, but some of those big boys for Easton were able to keep him up.
Yeah, and Trayvon Tyler, he's come on in the second half of the season. You have 2,000-yard rushers with Ordway and Martinez, but Tyler's been a fresh back when he's gotten in there for Easton.
And one of those 1,000-yard rushers isn't like the other. Ordway's been more so 10, 20, 80-yard runs. Martinez has been 5 at a time, as it's going to be a give to Martinez here on first down, as he'll pick up about 2 to the 32.
We saw a couple of wrinkles. I was Tyler, in my midweek meeting with Jack, we were talking about how we saw some new formations that Easton was trying out in game situation, and we also last week said they didn't go to that jet sweep little toss play at all last week.
Yeah, and they ran that motion a couple times, but not like we've seen more so towards the end of the year with Amin Fadine, who he's looked really comfortable in taking that. As Ordway from the gun, ball snapped, he's going to turn and give to Martinez.
Martinez hit right away in the middle of that Liberty line, number 60, and can't get the other one. His jersey rode up. Looks like number 77 on the tackle for the Hurricanes. So 3rd down and 5.
Nick Schrenkel on that tackle.
Yep, ball at the 35-yard line of Easton. Only a minute gone by in this one. Personnel change now with Ordway. Sorry.
The 2 tight ends out of the game, Biddle and Stout in.
There we go.
Ordway from the gun, 3 receivers to the far side, foul into the near side. Martinez backfield left, ball snapped. Ordway drops, looking left, throwing left on the slant. Caught by McPeak, has a first down just shy of midfield to the 49.
Yeah, the 2 inside receivers just ran off the secondary, Stout and Biddle. They were 25 yards downfield, and McPeak just replaced behind them. First down, Rovers up to the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield.
Perfect pass, perfect catch.
Rovers going quickly as Crossman checks back in.
Have to see if we can get a number. Who's going to be the new starter in there for the Hurricanes? Looks like number 7 is going to be playing that other corner spot.
Ordway from the gun, everybody bunched at the line. Ball snap, counter run for Martinez. Has running room, runs a man over just shy of the first down marker.
Moves the ball into Hurricane territory at the 45-yard line, where Easton will have a 2nd down and 3. They're in business. 2 minutes gone by.
All the receivers, Jeff, have the coach's bands on.
Okay, yeah, I see it. So they really might want to go hurry up against Liberty tonight. That tight end set in there with Crossman just off the right tackle.
Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers to the near side. Martinez backfield right. 1 to the far side. Crossman going in motion right to left. Ball snapped. Ordway going to give it to Martinez. Has running room. Makes a few men miss. It looks like he's going to have the first down.
Let's see what they call.
Call it the 43.
Looks like it's going to be short a yard. So 3rd down and 1.
All right, less than a yard.
Easton right back on the ball, not trying to give the Hurricanes any rest.
Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers to the near side. Martinez backfield left.
Went with the freeze play. That became that was really effective all last season, Tyler, and Easton really didn't seem to use it the whole first half of the season this year.
And once they started using it, it really worked. Martinez flips left to right. Ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Martinez, who follows his blockers and has a first down across the 40 to the 38.
Yeah, that was good patience there by Martinez. I think if he tries to go right through the hole, he's hit immediately. He waited for the block to get there. First down, Rovers, 38-yard line of the Hurricane.
And I'm wondering, Jeff, with the wristbands, back to that point, I'm wondering if that means Easton's trying out some new things. I mean, you don't want to try out new things at this point in the season, right? But maybe some things you've been working on throughout the year to add in a wrinkle here now.
Yeah, right now it looks like they're going with their same old formula.
Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers to the near side. Ball snap, gives to Martinez, and he slipped in the backfield. The turf monster got him.
Yep, they're going to mark him just back at the line of scrimmage. I think Martinez saw running room and just had the feet spinning a little bit too quickly there. So 2nd down and 10.
When he did a nice job, he felt himself going down and just dove forward to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
So Easton looking over at the sideline, 20 seconds on the play clock. 4 minutes gone by, ball at the 38-yard line of the Hurricanes, 2nd and 10.
2 to the near side. It's Kossover in the slot. Ordway from the gun. Kossover going in motion. Ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Martinez, following his blockers, cutting up field. And he's going to pick up about 3 to the 35.
Yeah, originally the way that play was developing, Tyler, I thought he was going to have a huge hole on the right side, but Liberty did a nice job rallying to the football because they had 3 guys coming off the opposite side, and Easton didn't go that way. Now they're bringing in that package again with the trips with Biddle and Stout.
Ordway from the gun, trips to the far side. Fallon to the near side. D-line shifts. Jeff, I think they introduced a new graphic on the big screen. I think they had Jim Moore up there a few minutes ago.
Playoffs.
I think that's what the clip was. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, good blitz pickup by Martinez. Gonna throw deep down the middle of the field, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, it looked like they Liberty sent the blitz. Martinez picked them up.
Biddle had a step.
Yeah,
just overthrew him.
Just overthrew him a little bit. So 6:57 here. Easton facing a 4th down and 8 from the 36. Probably 4 down territory here, Jack.
Yeah, Ordway hasn't touched the ball running-wise yet.
McPeak and Biddle make it a little bit easier to tell who's who this week. Biddle's going bare arms in the cold.
Oh, that's
McPeak
easy.
McPeak has the sleeves on.
So 4th and 8, no hesitation by the Rovers.
Ordway from the gun, 4 receivers split wide. Martinez flips from right to left in the backfield. Biddle going in motion. Ball snapped. Ordway sprint out left. Looking, throwing deep down the left side for McPeak. One-on-one, it's incomplete.
Yeah, McPeak tangled up a little bit with the defender. Everything looked okay. No flag on the play. Looks like, can't see the number of the defender for Liberty, but Easton will turn it over on the 36-yard line of the Hurricane where Liberty will go to work.
On everybody on the Easton sideline trying to figure out where the flag was, I didn't see a ton,
No,
especially with the size advantage of McPeak.
Yeah, that's where typically they had gone to that back shoulder throw, but the ball stayed a little bit upfield, and McPeak just couldn't make a play on it. And I think there was good coverage there by Liberty, no foul. And we did hear in the stadium, they said Zaire Davis, number 3, he was in coverage for the Hurricane. Now that wide receiving core is going to get their first chance with Fontanez at the helm for Liberty.
Fontanez from the gun. Green in the backfield left. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap. It's going to be a give to Green, who's going to pick up about a yard up to the 38.
Yeah, look, combo tackle there for the Rovers. Looked like 85 Crossman and Kilpatrick getting up out of that pile. 2-yard gain. They're actually going to mark it. Liberty. Oh, go ahead. Liberty going no huddle. In fact, they were switching personnel. So they got 6 guys actually standing up in a skill position set right now. Now they're coming back into formation.
Trips to the far side, 1 to the near side. Fontanez from the gun, Green backfield left. Ball snaps, Fontanez drops, looking right, throwing over the middle. It's caught on the slant, out across midfield, all the way down to the 43.
That's I got to switch over to offense. Yeah, number 8, William Reese on the grab for the Hurricane.
That's another big boy, 6'4", 190 at receiver. That's tough to cover.
Yeah, the little inside guy, he was the outside receiver that ran the post route. Easton was in good coverage there. It's just it was a nice catch.
And pass.
So ball at the 42-yard line of the Rovers. Liberty takes their first trip into Easton territory. 5:40 on the clock here, halfway through this opening quarter.
Fontanez from the gun, trip stacked to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. Rovers bring pressure. It's going to be a speed option. He'll pitch, and Green's going to spin forward, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 2. You don't see the speed option very much.
No, and Jutt Kossover, great job playing the pitch man there because Macon had to put a hit on Fontanez, and Kossover, great job coming up like a missile to cut him down after only a 1-yard gain. Ball just inside the 41-yard line of Easton, where it will be a 2nd down and about 9.
You couldn't defend that any better.
No, absolutely perfect defense by Kossover.
Well, and even if Kossover couldn't get there, you had Fallon, who came from a corner blitz, who was trailing him from behind. Fontanez from the gun, under 5 minutes to play. 2 receivers to the far side. Man going in motion right to left. Ball snapped. Fontanez drops, looking left, throwing left on the slant, high and incomplete.
That was
Off
actually
the hands of Puxon.
Yeah, that was Puxon. He was the motion man, Tyler. He started on the other side of that formation, came all the way across and cleared this side's wide receiver, and he ran the underneath post route.
That's one of those routes I'm sure a lot of receivers hate. They're motioning right to left
And
just
then,
to run a slant
yep.
back the other way.
And I think they were trying to get Easton switching their coverage there, but McPeak was still staying with the outside receiver, who was the intended receiver, Puxon. So clock stopped at 4:49 here.
And kind of what I expected, Jeff, though, with William Reese. McPeak, at least to this point, is somewhat trailing him.
Yeah.
Fontanez from the gun, trips to the near side, one to the far side. Rover D-line shifts, pressure drops off, ball snap, Fontanez drops, feeling the pressure, going to step up, going to throw to the right side. It's caught, but brought down immediately.
And we're going to have a flag down on the near side at the 40.
I guess, looks like against Liberty, because the Easton coaching staff's happy.
Yeah.
And they're actually, there's clapping here from the East. I thought it could have been a sideline warning against Easton because it was right next to the coach. But the coach is clapping. He's yelling something down to Coach Seneca. Interesting place for the flag to come down. Unless there was maybe an ineligible downfield, but we're right at the line of scrimmage, Jack, and I didn't see it.
They're picking up the flag or not? It looks like downfield, yeah. Okay, he just went to his hat. That's usually the signal for it, Easton needs to take the penalty. It would be 4th and 5 or 3rd and 13.
Come on, dude. Let's go. Yep, so they do have an eligible downfield.
They will take the yardage.
So I do wonder, Jack, if it possibly could have been somebody covered by an outside receiver, because it didn't look like the interior line had left their – because we're looking right down the line of scrimmage here.
Looked like they were pass blocking as normal. There was no screen pass to get down there early.
And Tyler, that time making, and now we're still getting a conversation here.
And why is the conversation all the way over there if the call was here?
And so they haven't moved the down marker is the thing they haven't moved.
Tell you what, if nothing else, there's been so many. The main issue this year has been the down markers.
Yeah.
The down markers and the sticks. Every week I feel like once or twice it's like, what's going on?
Liberty has to get to their Easton 32 for a first.
Fontanez from the gun, trip stack to the near side, ball snap, looking left, throwing left. It's picked off right in the arms of McPeak. Stiff-arming a man. McPeak has running room to the far side, down the sideline, stiff arms another man.
At the 50.
Out across the 30, down inside the 20, and is going to be pushed out of bounds.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, flag all the way back. The interception's going to stand. It's going to be on the return. And the Rovers saw that they're not happy.
It was right in front of their bench, so...
Yeah, there's one's at the 46, one's at the 50, one's at the 48. Take your pick, Jack.
It must have been a penalty.
Yeah, Easton will have the football. It was poorly thrown. It looked like he had Davies underneath, but the ball was just too far out in front of him, and a great job pulling it in by McPeak. And Tyler, let me take a look here.
Number 53 for the Rovers.
So interception number 6 on the season for McPeak. Holding call is going to go against Grosvenor. Easton will take that penalty nonetheless, though, in exchange for the football. So they're going to take over at their own 40.
And what we expected, a good football game so far.
Yeah, and both quarterbacks, I mean, early on, right, we've become so accustomed to Easton getting the football and just going down scoring early. But in a game like this, there's so much adrenaline. These two teams, we've seen both quarterbacks just overthrow receivers.
Yep.
It didn't hurt Ordway as much as it now has Fontanez. I almost called him Falzone again.
So
Ordway
first
from
and
the
10.
gun, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. Ordway throwing left side, caught by McPeak, as they'll pick up 4.
That is Biddle out there, yeah.
McPeak wasn't on the field. They were giving him a bit of a breather.
And now McPeak's back in. Yeah, we haven't seen that too
You
often.
can understand him needing a breather after that.
Yeah, the 5-yard hitch. We have not seen Easton run that too often.
Ordway from the gun. 2 to the near side. McPeak back in the game to the far side. Martinez backfield left. Ball snap. Ordway turns, gives to Martinez. Looking for running room. Gets off a block. Or Martinez to the outside and is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, once again, nice job just waiting for his blocks to develop. Looked like he would have ran into him at the 50, but he just waited for everything to clear out. Bounced to the outside, picks up the additional 20. So Easton threatening again at the Hurricane 32, 3:28 to go, opening quarter.
Away from the gun. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Martinez backfield left. It's one of the first times we've really seen him get to that second level with running room and not getting tripped up from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Ordway. Martinez flipping left to right. Crossman going in motion right to left. Late shift by the D-line. Going to be a keeper on the read option. Ordway is going to get hit low and brought down after a pickup of maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was defended well by Liberty. Either way, I don't think that play was going anywhere. Ordway able to dive forward for 1 yard. Jack, something out there for our listeners, too. It's nice here tonight. It's clear. It's cool. It's not too windy, but we do know there is rain on the radar.
Yes, overnight, and we're supposed to have a beautiful Saturday.
Yeah, somebody was saying, though, about 8 o'clock, we're supposed to have a little bit of a system move through here, so we'll see.
Hopefully it waits till 9:30.
Ordway from the gun. Same formation for the Rovers. Ball snapped. Ordway going to fake the handoff, looking right, throwing right, and it's incomplete.
I think McPeak played a little defensive back himself there.
Yeah.
That could have been a touchdown if he
It
doesn't
looked
do
like
that.
number 8, William Reese, had jumped that route, almost got his hand on it with running room, so it would be a 3rd down and 9 at the 31, almost the same spot where Easton stalled out last drive. 2:44.
Well, and Reese, he did have both hands on it.
Yeah.
Biddle just did a great job of, instead of falling away, continuing to fight to the ball.
That was Biddle?
And it knocked the ball away. It was Biddle.
Okay, my bad.
Ordway from the gun. Crossman in motion, left to right. Ball snapped. Ordway turns. He's going to keep it, rather, on the read option. Getting to the outside, has the first down, and is going to be pushed out of bounds.
No, actually, I think they're going to mark this. One official's marking them short by like 2 or 3 yards.
Well short.
So they're only having them at the 26-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
Well, I saw the first down marker go down, and typically you don't.
Yeah, I thought he was.
If they're 3 yards short.
So clock is stopped on the out of bounds. Yeah, Ordway looked like he was going to be pulled down by number 2.
It'll be 4th and 4, much farther than any of us expected.
Yeah, that was Pujols for the Hurricane. Easton now going for it on 4th down. First time this game. It's a 4th and 4 to be exact. 5 seconds on the play clock.
Ordway from the gun. One receiver to the near side. Ball snap. It's going to be a give to Martinez. Has a lot of blockers to the right. Fighting forward. Does he have it?
Yes, I think
he does.
He does.
Kept his feet
second
moving.
Effort. Great second effort by Martinez, who has 51 yards on 9 carries so far.
Yeah, Tyler, that was that formation where they tended to run just the student body right, but that time Ordway handed it off, and Martinez said, I'm getting this first down. So under 2.5 to go, ball right on the edge of the red zone, 20-yard line for the Rovers, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10. 2:10 to play here in this first quarter. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far side. McPeak from the gun. Martinez backfield right. Ball snap. Ordway's going to turn. He's going to give to Martinez. Fighting forward through tackles.
Gained about 3 there.
Yeah, that was a great surge by Easton's interior line. It was actually the outside linebacker that came around from behind to bring Martinez down because that line was pushing their men right down the field. 1:40 to go here for opening quarter.
Ordway from the gun. 2nd and 7.
Middle of the field right now, Tyler, is very soft. I said this is that situation against Nazareth where they were able to sneak crossover into a pattern.
Well, you just did a crossover between Crossman and Kossover.
Oh, I did.
Ordway from the gun. He's going to step up. Now he's going to look to run right up the middle. And he'll pick
about
up
2.
About 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yep, that'll get it down to the 14. Parkland opened the scoring up there in Orfield. They're up 7-0 right now in the opening quarter. If you're trying to avoid results of that one, sorry, we scoreboard watch on here on the JAJL. Final minute here, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 4, 45 seconds to play here in this first quarter. From the 14. 2 receivers to the near side. Martinez backfield right. Crossman and Koss over in the game. Martinez flipping right to left. Ball snapped. Ordway going to give it to Martinez. Cutting right. And he's going to be short of the first down. It looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
So he did. It's going to be a 4th and 4 down the other end, gentlemen.
Yeah. And this will be decision time here for Coach Seneca. He definitely is within Borluca's range.
And the ball's right in the middle of the field. That would be a 31-yard field goal.
Yep, Borluca, he's connected from 36, 37 already, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless here at Cottingham Stadium. You're watching us on JAJL, or watching us on the Red Rover Sport Network, listening to the simulcast on JAJL Sports Radio, and we'll be right back. 4th down and
Law is a litigation firm located in Easton, Pennsylvania. Their attorneys represent injured parties in personal injury litigation, business litigation, intellectual property disputes, trust and estate litigation, and real estate matters. They serve clients in the state courts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as well as in federal courts throughout the country. Chuck Bruno is a founding member of Bruno Law and was born and raised in Easton, Pennsylvania. Contact them today for an initial consultation at www.brunolawfirm.com. That's www.brunolawfirm.com. Bruno Law, focused on results, dedicated to advocacy.
When your roof is compromised, every passing moment is an opportunity for water to leak into your home and cause serious damage. There's no reason to wait around for help when you have a problem.
2, 1.
Back to us at Cottingham State. Tyler, it appears a 31-yard field goal is coming up from Borluca.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it during the break. It comes down to you don't want to give away the points, right? You come out on the first drive, you don't get it on 4th down. Now you have a chance here to take 3. And if you go for it and don't get it, then you're going to be saying, well, why not? If you go for it and you do get it, it's such a 50-50 decision.
Yeah, they already connected on a 4th down this drive.
As Borluca, his kick is up, and it is
plenty good.
Perfect.
So 4th field goal of the season for Noah Borluca opens the scoring here at Cottingham Stadium. Easton Red Rovers are going to take a 3-0 lead, Jack.
Yes, just what we expected. The clock didn't
move.
That
probably would have.
About 3 seconds.
That looked like it would have been good for from some distance.
Yeah, that hit pretty high up on the netting here.
That's why I had to wait, because he kicked it above the upright, so I couldn't see if it passed in front.
I think he has 40-yard capabilities easily.
Jack, I'm going to have to look. I think that might have been Easton's first scoreless first quarter this year.
I think it was.
Because we had talked about they only were stopped on their opening drive, I think, 3 times the whole year. So I can't remember a 0-0 game at the end of the first quarter.
I'm surprised referees aren't adjusting the clock.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, I ticked off 3 just because, I start the clock. Oops, excuse me.
I know the NFL medium field goal is like 4 seconds. A long one's 5, and a short one's usually 3.
Looks like Green and De Leon deep for the Hurricane. Borluca to kick for the Rovers.
What I was going to say with Borluca, I mean, the 37-yarder he made, he barely made contact with that one. I was talking to him a few days afterwards, and he said, I missed it. I missed the ball, and he was able to get enough on it to get it through. As it's going to be fielded by Green at about the 3 as he looks for running room. He's going to be brought down by his arm. Unbelievable job to hang on to the football.
Yeah.
As he's down shy of the 20 at the 19.
Looked like the gunner had all football as Green was spinning around. Great job by Gabe to hang on to it.
Number 53 for us.
And a nice job by Borluca. He dropped that ball around the 2-yard line, gave Green only the ability to get back to the 19. And that's where the Hurricane will have their second possession of the game. They only had 1 in that first quarter.
Old-fashioned Easton Liberty football.
Physicality.
Yep. Liberty's first drive ended with the turnover, interception by McPeak. They were in Rover territory at the time. Now they're going to start from their own 19.
Fontanez from the gun. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap, play action. He drops, he rolls right. He's hit, getting the ball off to Green, but it's going to fall incomplete.
That was dangerous for Liberty. Easton with great penetration there.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Easton was begging for the fumble, but it didn't look close.
No. Nah, it looked like there was an arm was coming forward with the football. They were begging for it, though. That would have been nice. And then I thought it could have been illegal touching, but I didn't realize those were two eligible receivers directly in front of them.
There were two running backs right there.
Were they trying to set up a screen?
I would assume with the two running backs right there in front of them. So 2nd down and 10.
2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. 2 running backs flanking Fontanez. Just about 20 seconds into this second quarter, it's going to be a handoff to Green, right up the gut, and he's going to be driven backwards.
2-yard gain there.
Yeah, the one's marking him at the 20, so we'll say a 1-yard gain, maybe 3rd and 9. The interior line on the stop for the Rovers.
Big play for both teams right now. Easton could get
Easton would like to get that offense right back on the field.
Get field position. And Liberty, of course, wants to continue their drive.
Liberty converted a 3rd and long on that opening drive. Now they're facing a 3rd and 9.
Fontanez from the gun, trips to the far side. 1 to the near side.
Easton covering that trips now with almost a press coverage, not giving them any underneath.
Green in the backfield left. Ball snap. Fontanez from the gun, looking left, throwing left, low, incomplete.
Easton's getting a really good rush right up the middle.
Yeah.
Fontanez is off his game right now.
Forced him to throw it off his back foot. He just couldn't get it high enough.
Yeah, and that was the coverage that Easton wanted there. There was no cushion. Even if the ball got to the receiver, he had a man right there that possibly could have broke up that play. We won't find out.
Jeff, your weather forecast is correct.
I was told 8 o'clock, so it's a little early, but it looks like at once hit has started to fall here at Cottingham. We'll have to see here. Biddle.
Well, it just makes the fielding the punt that much harder.
Field goal came just at the right time.
Good rush once again by Kilpatrick right up the middle. Biddle's going to field it shy of midfield. Makes a few men miss, and is going to be out across the 50.
And he's going to actually
48.
You want to hear something?
Go ahead.
I like that 5-yard return. No, just keep the possession of the ball. And sometimes you go wide, things can happen, penalties, whatever. And in this rain right now, it's great to get the ball back.
Well, yeah, that's one of the issues, too, that some people, not just the ball's condition, but I said when you're fielding a punt and have to look up into raindrops, Jack,
water in
that's the issue that sometimes people don't think about. Couple of notes real quick. Easton celebrating their 900th victory last week. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Easton's athletic page and their social medias. Special edition 900th win T-shirts are available for a limited time. If you want to get your hands on some history, Jack, I know. Oh, that's right. I have to order yours, don't I?
I'll give you the moolah.
Jack is cash-based. So just on Liberty's side of midfield.
Poured away from the gun, 2 to the near side. Ball snapped. He's going to turn. Give to Martinez. Martinez with running room. Makes a man miss. Down the middle of the field. And he's gone. Trayvon Tyler is in. Touchdown Rovers.
Very interesting. Looked like number 3 for the Hurricane was shoulder to shoulder with him and just pulled up and let him go. So Trayvon Tyler takes it 49 yards on his first carry of the game.
You know, I had so much hope that Martinez finally got his
long
touchdown run that I jumped the gun and started calling him Martinez.
That's okay, Tyler.
Well, Trayvon Tyler.
Thankfully, Kyle knows everything, and he knew right away it was Trayvon Tyler.
Well, Tyler's got that extra gear. Martinez absolutely has the vision, but we've said how many times this year, but Trayvon Tyler puts it into high gear and will take it 49 yards, 6 points for the Rovers.
Snap, hold, Borluca's kick is up, and good. Well, and watching Martinez is a lot like watching Le'Veon Bell about a decade ago, where he'd just wait, and then he'd find his hole.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But at that point, there'd be a lineman on the ground that would just stick his hand out and trip you.
Yep. And they said, and Martinez absolutely is a great runner. Now, Jack, with his yards, he's coming up on 1,200 yards on the season.
54 so far.
Yeah, so unofficially that has him at 1,170. So Martinez on the ground has absolutely churned out the numbers. The other one, Jack, what's the date today? The 7th. In 4 days, on November 11th, the 100th match T-shirt for Easton and Nazareth will go on sale. I did find out somehow, though, Jack, tickets for that are not going to go on sale till December 3rd.
Whoa.
So if you're going to try to come out to see the Blue Eagles and the Easton in meeting number 100, it's going to be an amazing atmosphere that night. Tickets are going to go
quickly.
I'm not quite sure what they're going to be able to do because they're only going to go up 7 days in advance. But 10-0 lead now for Easton, 10:44 to go, first half.
What day is that match?
Wednesday December 10th.
If I'm home, I might come do the broadcast for you guys while you guys do play-by-play.
Look at
Green's
this.
Gonna let it bounce. He's gonna finally field it at the 1 because he has to. Another great job hanging onto the football, but now he has running room down the sideline. One man to beat is Borluca, and Green is
a flag
gone.
at the 20.
Flag at the 20, thank goodness.
And Borluca knocked him out of bounds.
No, they gave him the touchdown.
No.
Borluca did an unbelievable job to get back in the play.
Yeah.
There's a flag in the 20.
Yeah, there's a flag.
So
you have to assume a hold or a block in the back.
So what I was afraid might happen is the ball, Gabe Green lets the ball bounce at about the 2. It bounces sideways and never gets to the end zone. He picks it up at the 1 yard line, but Easton's return team had to pull up slightly, and Jack, they couldn't recover.
Wow, what a costly penalty for the Hurricane.
So that actually, will be a 90-yard penalty when you look at it in actual yardage and 6 points off the board.
That's what happens when something like that happens. Your coverage is too good, you overrun it.
Yep.
And all he needs is a seam.
And it's exactly what I was afraid of when it suddenly bounced and I saw him picking it up like that, thinking that the coverage was going to be too close, and that's exactly what happened. Easton.
Well, at the end of the day for Liberty, it now comes down to, would you rather the big penalty or would you rather Easton have jumped on the football at the 1 yard line?
Yeah.
I think they'll take the latter if they want the ball.
Yeah, and I was watching Green on the sideline staying in bounds, so I didn't see the penalty.
I'm glad that yellow hanky was on the field.
Easton dodges that bullet now. Liberty coming out third possession of this first half.
And that's really the only time all year we've seen Easton get out of their gaps on a kick return. The one against Erasmus Hall, he just got to the outside and he was faster.
Yeah.
Gonna take a timeout. Let's pay some bills.
And then there were some personnel issues here. I count. There's 11 on the field, but I think there was a personnel issue. So we'll step away for just a moment here, Rover Sports.
When your roof is compromised, every passing moment is an opportunity for water to leak into your home and cause serious damage. There's no reason to wait around for help when you have a problem. Fleck Roofing and Construction is a local roofing company in Easton, PA that offers emergency services to residential and commercial customers. Call us today at 610-250-0737 or the web at www.roofwithfleck.com.
8111. Business owners, did you know Urco Community Federal Credit Union offers business loans to purchase or refinance your commercial property? Urco can provide you with other business loan products.
3-2. So first timeout used by the Hurricane as they come out on their own 10-yard line after that definite swing there, Jack.
Swing of emotions 3 times.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 receivers to the far side. Ball snapped. He's going to give to Green. Stiff-arming a man is going to dive forward.
Actually, looks like De Leon, number 0 on the carry.
De Leon.
Best run of the night for the Hurricane.
Green's probably still trying to catch.
Well, you figure, Green just had to do the 100-yard dash. So,
and that was after running around at the goal line for 20 yards.
So nice gain for Liberty, facing a 2nd and 4 now.
Fontanez from the gun. 2 to the near side, far side, 1 to the near side. De Leon backfield right. Ball snapped. He drops, throwing quickly left side on the bubble screen. Missing a tackle, and then he gets drilled.
Looked like number 15 on the grab for the Hurricane. Excuse my reaction.
We have a 3rd and 1, gentlemen.
Easton again thinking the ball came out, but...
Yeah, the way they were jumping around for a split second, that was Javion White.
I thought after the hit, I thought for sure the ball was out. I thought I saw something bouncing around.
So picks up a yard, though. Hard-earned 1 yard. 3rd down and 1 at the 19.
Now Liberty will come out. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 3rd and 1. with 9 minutes to play here in this first half.
And Easton going that press man. Quick snap, it's on the ground. Ooh.
Flag flies.
Procedure probably against the Hurricane.
Yeah,
the back judge.
So possibly a costly delay of game?
Usually that's what the back judge does.
Or Liberty's going to get that timeout. So Liberty must have solved that play clock. Yeah.
I remember, Jack, earlier in the year when there were back judge issues.
Yes.
We never,
see that one
a couple times I had to look at those explanations. And
Jack kept saying the same thing the whole game. 50 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
It was an elderly back judge that night.
Well, and Easton had a valid gripe, too. It was a good 5-6 seconds before whistles on each snap.
I know one of the areas Easton wanted some clarification coming into this week. The last 2 or 3 weeks, they've had some issues with holding calls on plays that looked like they just had offensive blockers that were dominating the defender. And I know they were trying to get some clarification, Jack, on why certain plays were being called when they weren't the whole beginning of the year. So clock has stopped, 8:56 on the timeout. Very big 3rd down and 1 for the Rovers, or for the Hurricane.
Trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He's going to run it right up the middle. Runs into a wall, and he's stuffed.
You take notice, Easton's defensive line is upright. They're not down in the three-point stance.
Yeah, they tried a little bit of trickery there. They spread everybody out. We're going to get a late flag. It looked like somebody coming out of the pile kicked at the ground. Not sure it could go either way, Jack. I didn't see any offense other than just one of the players kind of making a kicking motion, getting out of the pile. Easton pointing the way of the Hurricane.
It'd be after the whistle. Probably, hopefully, it looks like it probably could be against Liberty because Easton's not upset at all. If it was 4th down, of course, you're going to take the penalty. Yep.
Okay, that's what I saw. I just didn't want to say, the penalty's going to go against the quarterback. It's going to go against Fontanez. I think he just didn't like that his foot was being held onto at the end of the play and kind of kicked his foot free.
I'm so glad you guys see that stuff because I almost never do.
You got a big job. You're doing a great job play-by-play. That's why you have 4 other eyes.
Well, 6, 8, Jack, if you count our eyewear.
Yes.
You guys, did you just call yourself 4 eyes?
I'm allowed.
He did.
Ordway, excuse me, they're going to punt. I thought that was 4th down, was it not?
It is, yes.
Yeah, because it was dead ball. Oh, no, it was 3rd down and then the dead ball. It did go to 4th.
It would have been 4th and 2, or it would have been...
Kick will go out of bounds in Liberty territory, so Rovers will take over in business at the 45-yard line, up 10-0, trying to get back to that 17-point advantage that they raced out to last time these two teams met.
Then Tyler's going to have to play some defense then.
I will.
Let him back, not let him get back in the game like it was last time.
Maybe nose tackle.
Okay.
Well, we talked about Easton in the beginning of the year looked like they could do anything they wanted until they got to the Northampton County Division, and they probably put their best 3 quarters together against Nazareth. And we said probably their toughest 2 games, though, were back in 8 and 9 with Liberty and Freedom.
Ordway from the gun.
Most definitely.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snap. He's going to turn. Fake to Martinez. Throwing over the middle. And it is...
Looks like a completion.
A catch.
Yeah, and they're not going to overturn it. There's no replay.
A diving catch over the middle of the field by Biddle. A perfectly thrown ball by Ordway just far enough out where the corner didn't have a chance. Biddle was the only guy who could make a play.
Yeah, my reaction is if he catches him in stride, Biddle scores. That was, except he just got it a little too far out, but Biddle has to make a grab. No replay here in high school, Jack, so it's a catch.
Yep.
And they've gone to that a lot where they go trips to the near side, or trips to one side, and then just have all 3. One's running an under, one's a slant, and one's a post.
Hurricane sideline wasn't objecting much either. So.
And they have the best view of it.
Right. So.
And play clock ticking down here. I think Coach Seneca wants to call timeout here. Nope, they're going to run a play.
Ordway from the gun. He's going to run. Excuse me. He's going to give it.
Tyler, is it or not?
No, that's
that
Martinez.
was Martinez.
Martinez, okay.
He tripped over himself that time. He is going to have the first down.
So ball at the 26. Yeah, I thought for sure Seneca was calling timeout. He was walking towards the side. Judge kind of pumping his hand like, don't go. And next thing you know, first down Rovers.
That's what an experienced quarterback knows what to do.
He knows he's got to get the snap off.
Parkland's up 14-0.
And that's the benefit of him and Goose playing together for 3 years now. They've built up that chemistry that they both know, hey, it's time to go. Ordway from the gun, 3 to the far side, ball snapped. He's going to give it to Martinez, and he's going to get pulled backwards.
Looks like a loss. Oh, they're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. That was generous. But we were talking about it earlier. That's really only the third or fourth time we've seen Ordway make the wrong decision. He had daylight up the middle of the field.
Ordway only has carried the ball 3 times tonight.
It comes in leading rusher for the Rovers, second in the conference. One of the top rushers, Jack, in all of 6A in Pennsylvania. Under 7 minutes now, first half.
Ordway from the gun, 4 receivers split wide. Martinez backfield left. Stout going in motion, right to left. Ball snapped. Ordway drops, looking left. Now he's going to go right. He's going to look to step up. Now going back left. Ordway has running room. Faking and is going to run a man over down inside the 15 to the 14.
Yeah, he gets that down to the 14, and he did a good job. I think he realized his pass protection had gotten downfield, so he couldn't throw the ball anymore after they already held the pocket for, 6-7 seconds, Jack?
Yes.
So he takes it down to the 15, third down and 3.
Short 3, long 2.
Ordway from the gun, 2 to the far side. Martinez backfield left. They go with the freeze play.
Almost
See the pressure.
Yeah, almost got number 0, getting a little anxious, De Leon.
Big play here.
Ball snapped. High snap. It's going to be given to Martinez.
And
Martinez has running room. Slips a tackle, and he's in. Touchdown, Rovers.
Just followed his blockers, had a seam open the middle. I was noticing before the play, Tyler, that it looked like Liberty was stacking the tackles, and over that nose guard, they needed 1 block, and that's what they picked up. So 6 points for Easton, 16-0 lead now with Barluca's extra point yet to come. Jack, one of the things I wanted to talk about here, and I don't think we celebrated enough with high school athletics, the Easton Scholar athletes came out this week.
Snap, hold, Barluca's kick is up.
Perfect.
And good.
And the Scholar athlete for football is number 2, Cole Ordway.
That's fantastic.
So those are some of the things as a coach, as a parent, as a community member you love to see. But, yeah, and actually, Jack, looking across most of the sports, most of the best athletes that were on the field were those Scholar athletes.
Well, if he's nominated for for the Lehigh Valley Scholar athlete, his academics plus his great play this year. It's not shielding because you never know how committees vote.
Yes.
I've been on scholarship committees.
Yeah, sorry for the athletes at Easton, I forget, but I know some of them, Jack, on cross country. Evan Guidish, who was a state qualifier, he's the boys' Scholar athlete. On the girls' side, they finished number 10 in the state, by the way, Jack. And that was, I believe it's Lena and Lama Mahmoud. The sisters, they were the Scholar athletes. For boys soccer, it was Marco Menino. For girls field hockey, their leading scorer, Olivia Malia. And girls soccer, I apologize, and girls volleyball, I apologize. I can get those names. But like I said, those are the things that we do say they are student athletes. So the fact that some of our all-stars, all-conference, and all-state have the ability to also to get it done in the classroom.
That's awesome.
We get set to go back to action. Just under 6 minutes to play here in this first half. Rovers right back where they were 3-4 weeks ago with a 17-0 lead. As Borluca will approach and kick it away. This one's going to bounce at the 5.
Whoa.
And it takes a Liberty bounce, but at the same time also an Easton bounce.
Yeah, because back to the 35.
That would have gone out of bounds.
That would have went out to the 35.
I thought it was going to check up out of bounds as well. But Borluca gets the touch into the end zone, gets the touchback, I believe number 7 on the year for him.
It essentially just works out as a win-win for both sides because I mean, the alternative there for Liberty is that bounces back into the field of play, and it settles at like the 4, and then you got 3 guys from Easton that are going to be diving at that football.
Mm-hmm.
And for Easton, the worry is that kicks left instead of towards the end zone and goes out of bounds.
It'll go out to the 35 then.
Nope. Don't got that stat. I know it's somewhere. I believe
Don't
believe that's touchback number 7 for Borluca. So Easton, they want to close out a strong first half, up 17, 5:44 to go.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, looking left, throwing left quickly on the slant, and a big hit coming back as he tried to spin to the outside. I believe that's Sean Kilpatrick, surprise, surprise.
Nice 13-yard gain there.
Complete the Davies, and that's what Liberty's going to have to do if they want to get back in this. They need to find their weapons on the outside.
Well, and that's what got him back in it the last time these two teams played. Liberty connected on 2 deep balls, and all of a sudden it was a different game.
Yeah, they need to give Fontanez those makeable throws to his large bodies. Easton now giving a little bit of cushion out here on the near side.
Fontanez from the gun, trips to the near side, ball snap, going to throw quickly for Puxon, who gets picked up and thrown down by Skylar Fallon.
Just a great form tackler, Skylar Fallon. We've said how many times this year you see him engage at the legs, lift and drive, and absolutely take away any momentum from the offensive player.
I've been watching Cooper DeJean a little bit.
I've said it a few times this year, but this is the most fun I've had watching football players do the random things in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Form tackling isn't random, but I love watching Skylar Fallon tackle. I love watching Sean Kilpatrick go after the punter.
Mm-hmm.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, going to throw quickly to the left side for Puxon, who's going to barely slip the tackle as he reaches forward.
First down.
And they're going to have the first down.
Yeah, well-designed play there against man coverage of Easton. They had the trips, and the inside receiver just ran the flat route. Really tough for his defender to get across the wash to get to him.
And I got to ask, because we've mentioned it time and time again with Sean McPeak, who do you think is the better tackler? They're both unbelievable.
Yeah.
The 2 corners.
Well, and we'll talk about it after this play.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, looking deep down the left side on the double move. Has a man open, he beat him by a step, and he's gone. Touchdown, Zaire Davis, and Liberty's right back in it exactly where we were 4 weeks ago.
Yep, we were talking about the big play threat. The rush was coming. He was under duress. Fontanez got off a beauty, and Davies was able to run under it. Connects for 57 yards.
Perfect pass. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect pass, perfect play.
Unbelievable, right? He just ran a double. I saw him basically a sluggo, slant and go, and I'm assuming it was McPeak out on the far side. He just didn't have a chance.
And I was watching the near side, all the traffic, and Fontanez was really good job setting his feet and getting that ball off. So just like we said, Easton wants to close out that first half. Can't do it. So 6 points for the Hurricane. They're going to get that second half kickoff as well.
Well, I was just about to say, I mean, I don't want to, as the kick is up, and it is good. But I don't want to reuse what I used last time these 2 teams played. But that really did feel like a huge 2 drives right there. That one, and then now this ensuing Easton drive.
Yep.
Because if Easton does have a long drive and score, with Liberty getting the ball to come out of the half, if Easton has a quick drive right here, all of a sudden they could be looking at a 4-point deficit coming out of the half.
And the last 2 the touchdown drives for Easton started at the 49 and the 45, so they've had short fields, Jack.
Yeah, it's going to be an important kickoff
and
return.
We'll see with the kickoff return. Now, they've done some good jobs here. We've seen Fadim, we've seen Tyler be able to bring this ball all the way out past the 45-yard line. Easton's going to need one of those returns to try to get themselves in business. They have all 3 timeouts. Liberty only has 1.
So if Easton could get 2 or 3 first downs, you might not see the ball back.
I just want to say, after my years and years of begging and pleading, friends of mine who are band members, somebody was finally able to talk Mr. Ballantyne into playing the most intimidating song that you can play in a football game in the War Chant.
Oh, and I thought I heard it when I was walking in.
I could hear them doing it, and I stopped paying attention to anything else. And I'm like, they finally did it. 2 years after I left, we can't have nice things, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. It's a Liberty and kick formation.
He's going to somewhat squib it as it's going to bounce at the 20 or 25. And
Easton's going to take that. Yeah, no time, and they're going to get it at the 35, so they won't get pinned.
It's the one thing I asked. It was like a daily thing I asked.
See, and I think I told you I was always a huge fan. Sometimes they call it the Hey Ho song. It's rock and roll song part 2 was the one that I always wanted to hear played at Liberty games when I was teaching, only because Penn State's played that for probably about 30 years now.
So it's imperative Easton get a couple of first downs here with the Hurricanes on.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tyler was talking about it. You do not want to give the ball right back to Liberty with time to get the last possession of the half and the first possession of the next half.
Well, and Peeberg's been playing that for years, and it always makes me mad every time I hear it because I could feel my arm going up as a Florida State fan, but knowing I can't do it. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. It's going to be a late keep as he goes right up the middle of the field. Ordway with running room, now to the outside, has a block, cutting back to the middle, inside the 10. Ordway's gone. Touchdown, Rovers.
Is there a flag? There's a flag.
They're blocking it at the 50. So it's going to come all the way back. It's going to go for about a gain of 5.
Net of 5.
There was right in the middle, Biddle had a bad position on the other man and did a perfect job, Jack, of standing.
Blocking in the back.
And it's not going to go against Biddle. And that's what they're saying up here in the booth, that the block in the back wasn't even involved in the play. 55, yeah, the offside tackle gets a holding call. 15 yards downfield. So it should go back to the 40, so it'll be a 1st and 5.
Well, and we saw it again right there. It's the thing that I give these receivers so much credit for. Obviously, there's on the backside tackle had the hold.
Mm-hmm.
But Skylar Fallon easily could have just grabbed the corner by his arm and threw him down.
Well, I was watching Biddle. He was behind the man he needed to block, and he knew just to do nothing. He put his hands up like a basketball pick.
Trust Cole to make a man miss or run a man over.
So 3:57, Easton going to have to start all over again back at their own 40.
Well, now it stinks because your quarterback's exhausted.
Well, I thought about that too.
2 to the near side, ball snapped. He's going to give to Martinez, stiff-arming a man.
No gain.
Rather, it's Trayvon Tyler.
Yeah,
1 yard.
Maybe 1 yard.
Maybe a yard.
So 2nd and 4.
I think everybody on the planet knew that was just going to be a handoff to Martinez.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, and we saw it, with Liberty on the previous, where they had Green have to run it 100 yards and had to sit him out a few plays, but they can't really do that with Ordway. 21-0 lead now for Parkland up there in Orfield.
Ordway from the gun. Trips to the near side, one to the far side. Ball snapped. It's going to be a delayed give. No, he's going to keep it up the middle.
2 yards.
Yeah, picks up about 2 more to the 43. 3 minutes, 10 seconds here in the half. No rush by Liberty coach right by the sidelines, deciding if he wanted to maybe take a timeout here.
3rd and 2, 3 minutes to play.
Easton going that bunch, almost that student body formation, Tyler, that we've seen here.
Ordway from the gun, 2 to the far side. And, you can understand not using the timeout there for Liberty. You figure they're probably a little more value to you later on in this first half. And, you can't really get much later, but 3-minute mark. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. He's going to give to Martinez, who has the first down and more.
That's a big one.
Gets him up to
just shy of midfield.
And look at that momentum of the game, Jack. Each team now with long touchdowns off the board.
Back.
Liberty had a 99-yard kickoff return called back on a hold. Easton with a 60-yard run touchdown taken off the board by a hold.
Ordway from the gun, 2 to the near side. Ball snapped. He's going to sprint left. Has a blocker. And is going to be... No, he's going to get out of it. Breaking 2 more tackles and is going to be slammed down after a pickup of about 6 to the 45.
Now Easton might want to go a little hurry up here with the clock just at 2 minutes, 45 yards out.
They got 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock as much as they want. Well,
Ordway
3 times.
Ordway bounced off of 3 hits at initial contact right there.
10 first downs for the Rovers.
1 receiver to the far side. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. It's going to be a give. I believe that's Trayvon Tyler.
He'll pick up about 2 to the 43-yard line. 90 seconds to go here. Easton doesn't look like they're in any hurry.
They want to get the first down first, then they'll get in a hurry.
3rd and 2. And you're in a position where you can get into just take a field goal here at the end of the half, make it 20-7, make it a 2-touchdown game rather than 1 and a field goal. Ordway from the gun. McPeak to the near side. Ball snapped. Ordway. He's going to give to Trayvon Tyler, who has running room as a flag flies.
They're going to call an inside hold. I don't see where the hold was. Easton's line was firing. They blew everybody 5 yards downfield. Somehow there's a flag where nobody was. So that's going to put Easton in a 3rd and long. They're going to spot it from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 12.
I mean, realistically, you can throw a flag for holding anytime two players on a football field make contact.
3rd and 12, gentlemen.
Yeah, you have to wonder where the hold's going to be. Some of the people below us are saying it's not possible that Easton was driving their players down the field. How could it be holding? So
well, and that could just be one of those penalties where we're so much better than you, it has to be cheating.
Tough to tell, yeah. And we've seen that last year plenty of times.
Now, Easton has an interesting call. They want to run the football, get what they can get, and punt the ball, make Liberty use their last time out.
Well, they haven't stayed there. Okay,
not sure what's going on. Now we're set for play.
Rovers need to get to Liberty's 41 for a first.
Just over a minute. Ordway from the gun. Ball snapped. He drops, looking right on the screen to Biddle, who makes the catch but then gets drilled.
Yeah, read it perfectly. That's going to go for a 5-yard loss to the 42. Liberty's probably going to take their time out here. They have not.
Surprising me.
So 50 seconds on the clock.
So now if you're Easton, you let the clock run as far as possible.
Yeah.
Use one of your timeouts.
Now I think Liberty's calling it. I don't know why Liberty waited 10 seconds, 11 seconds to call that timeout.
They wasted.
I don't understand that whatsoever.
Yeah, we were calling it right away up here.
Especially, I mean, the whole press box was saying it.
Yeah, there's enough of us up here.
That's why you have coaches upstairs to call downstairs to say, hey.
Well, we were talking before, Tyler, about there was a situation in one of the Midwest states where the game ended on a field goal made on the 5th down. And
we remember the 5th down.
Yeah, when you watch the replay of that game, you wonder there was a spiked ball, a running play, a kneel down, a spiked ball, and then a field goal. And we said, how do you not have one coach that's not going ballistic?
Well, I think the first red flag there is how many times do you see a kneel down and 2 spikes within the same set of 4 downs?
Yeah, and that's why I said I think the confusion set in. But back to here. Yeah, Easton, they were taken down for this 4th down with about 57, 58 seconds on our clock, and the timeout wasn't called till 47 seconds. So we'll see if those valuable 11 seconds come into play here with a 10-point lead for Easton. Set the punt.
This is a big punt right here. If you can keep Liberty from having good field position.
Dangerous.
Change the way.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a high snap. Ordway makes the catch. Does get a good punt off as it's going to take an Easton roll.
Even better.
Inside the 30,
turned out great.
And inside the 25 to the 24.
One of the things there,
punt.
And I think Easton was aware of it. Puxon wanted to pick up that ball. He's so dangerous. And the kicking team of Easton knew to not give him a yard to pick up that ball, so they ran side by side with it all the way down to the 23.
Well, they ran side by side with the football, but nobody was actually looking at the football. They were all looking at Puxon because as soon as he made a break for it, as soon as he made contact, they were going to pull him down.
27 seconds left and no timeouts.
And that's the other thing with the ball rolling. That took a good 6 seconds off the clock.
Yep, so the ball was punted at 47 seconds. That was almost a 20-second play. Anything inbounds here will probably end the half, but Liberty's going to take a crack from their own 22.
You have 77 yards with no timeouts. Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, throwing right side for Puxon, wide open on the slant.
And he went down short of the first down.
So the clock will keep running. Now, why are they giving them the first down now?
So they spotted him.
First down.
Okay, yeah, he slid down at the 32.
He downs it.
Ooh,
spike.
Crossman's going to get a penalty.
And that's not a good penalty. Now you're putting him in field position. That's a 15-yard penalty. It's going to take it to midfield.
But Coach Seneca has a valid argument. It's a live ball. It's a live play. He didn't hit him late. He just hit him hard.
Yeah, he was rushing in.
He hit him in the chest, and that was it.
So they're going to mark off 15. The question came, though, that on the previous play that he slid down at the 32. The first down was at the 33. The half should have been over. And then on the subsequent clocking play.
Well, and somebody's going to have to go grab Coach Seneca, too. You can't risk any penalties on the sideline. But, if you watch the play again, he didn't hit him late.
No, he was just rushing in.
He didn't hit him in the face. He didn't hit him below the belt. He hit him right in the chest like a pass rush. They spiked the football. Fontanez from the gun. He drops, going to throw deep down the left side. It is incomplete,
nice play.
Knocked away.
Got his head around at the last moment. I believe that's Trayvon Tyler.
Is that 8 seconds remaining?
Yeah. Tyler at the 28-yard line. Is that number 2? That is Cole Ordway. He's coming in as a defensive back.
A nickel back.
So we'll see if him, in fact, they're actually saying he and Biddle, they're playing 20 yards off the ball now at the hash.
Letting him play, just send him back there, have him play safety. Parkland's up 28-0 at the half.
No surprise.
Fontanez from the gun. He's going to throw over the middle. It is incomplete.
Broken
Knocked
up.
away.
Looks like Tyler with the breakup.
How many seconds are left? Can you tell?
7, I believe.
It's either 7 or 1. I'm not 100% sure.
Kyle Craig's going to look for us. 1 second.
1 second.
That's
Okay,
that's
so
what I
my clock
thought.
is wrong. So we'll see the arm of Fontanez here.
Just got to keep it in front of you.
Keep him in front. I would just send McPeak back to the goal line
You
now.
would figure play jump ball. Yeah, Fontanez is going to have to uncork at least a 52-yarder in the air.
Easton's pass rush has been unbelievable
And they've
today.
been almost there. Here they come.
That's it.
And Puxton's going to
Get a
dive down to
meaningless
make the
reception.
catch.
So there's going to be some fireworks in the second half here. Liberty gets.
It's starting to get chippy too.
Yeah, I think these teams, they're coming after one another here. Liberty, they land the big shot though to get back in this one after trailing by 17. Jack.
Yes, and both teams had tough breaks on apparent touchdowns called back.
Mm-hmm. And those are the breaks sometimes, and we didn't see either one really. But we'll step away for a few moments here on Red Rovers Sports Network. Jack Logic will give us some unofficial halftime stats. Talk to Kyle Craig and. Second half of football, 24 minutes to go with a trip to the 6A final. In the other bracket right now, 28-0.
Founded in 1996, the Marblehead Chowder House offers a casual, coastal atmosphere with fresh seafood, shellfish, and hearty chowders. Located on William Penn Highway in Easton, the Marblehead Chowder House is the perfect spot for family and friends. Featuring dishes unique to New England and open daily, the Marblehead Chowder House has Ipswich belly clams, fresh lobster rolls, a raw bar, and of course, live lobsters arriving regularly. The only thing missing is the cool sea breeze. With their lighthouse and nautical decor, the Marblehead Chowder House creates an experience like no other in the Lehigh Valley.
Established in 1936, Regal Insurance has a long-standing and strong foundation in the Lehigh Valley community. We pride ourselves in offering our customers a personal experience where you are always able to speak directly to an insurance specialist. Access to mobile software allows quick response to claims, questions, and inspections from our experienced team. Whether your driving record is flawless or has hit some bumps in the road, we have great service options for you. If you are looking for an insurance specialist who has your needs at heart, welcome to Regal Insurance. Visit us on the web at Regal Insurance. Regal Insurance. Real people, real coverage.
Rutler Screen Printing, founded in 1954 in Georgia's garage, has grown into a leader in the industry. Operating from an 18,000 square foot facility in Easton, PA, we offer top-notch screen printing, embroidery, private stores, and fulfillment services. With decades of experience and a commitment to never disappoint and always amaze, we provide exceptional quality and customer satisfaction. Official apparel company of the Red Rovers Sports Network. www.rutler.com or call today 610-829-2999.
Side Cafe and Grill is Easton's newest go-to for amazing breakfast and lunch. Located at 1100 Bushkill Street in the former Uncle Wesley's, the West Side Cafe and Grill continues that tradition of excellence. From gourmet French toast and waffles to juicy burgers and cheesesteaks stuffed to the brim, we are ready to bring you our creations in quality. Our wide variety of coffee options fit any preference or routine. Open Tuesdays through Sundays. Stop in today for a bite to eat. Don't forget. We're open late until 7:30 p.m. on Fridays for home Easton football games. Call us today at 610-438-0799. That's 610 438-0799. The Westside Cafe and Grill, Easton's newest tradition. Westside Cafe and Grill is Easton's newest go-to for amazing breakfast and lunch.
A lot of big things going, and listen, it's all you guys have been doing a great job. We just want to thank you guys again this month for just putting the hard work in to let us get where we need to get to.
Here at Kelly Nissan, we value our customers and community above all else.
We strive for excellence, from sales to service, and everything in between.
We are your Kelly Nissan.
And we want to see you guys year after year with a smile on your face.
So come on in, we'd love to meet you.
College Hill Tavern, located at 420 Cattell Street in Easton, is more than just your neighborhood bar, it's an Easton tradition. Whether you're off to Fisher Field to watch Lafayette or simply passing through town, stop by the College Hill Tavern, where the Milham family serves some of the best food, drink, and company around. The College Hill Tavern is a museum for Lehigh Valley sports fans, so you always have an opportunity to talk about local high school, college, or professional sports with your fellow patrons. The College Hill Tavern offers a full menu as well as 10 beers on tap with an extensive selection of bottled domestic, imported, and craft brews. If beer isn't your thing, the College Hill Tavern has a fine wine list and wide variety of other liquors. The College Hill Tavern is open 7 days a week from 12 noon until 2 a.m. with food served until midnight daily. Visit the College Hill Tavern online at cht.bar or call them at 610-829-5470. That's 610-829-5470. Better yet, stop by the College Hill Tavern at 420 Cattell Street in Easton today and experience this Lehigh Valley tradition personal.
You're watching the Red Rovers Sports Network here at Cottingham Stadium. Halftime score, Easton Red Rovers 17, Liberty Hurricanes 7. You're watching the Grenadier Marching Band.
Law is a litigation firm located in Easton, Pennsylvania. Their attorneys represent injured parties in personal injury litigation, business litigation, intellectual property disputes, trust and estate litigation, and real estate matters. They serve clients in the state courts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as well as in federal courts throughout the country. Chuck Bruno is a founding member of Bruno Law and was born and raised in Easton, Pennsylvania. Contact them today for an initial consultation at www.brunolawfirm.com. That's www.brunolawfirm.com. Bruno Law, focused on results, dedicated to advocacy.
When your roof is compromised, every passing moment is an opportunity for water to leak into your home and cause serious damage. There's no reason to wait around for help when you have a problem. Fleck Roofing and Construction is a local roofing company in Easton, PA that offers emergency services to residential and commercial customers. Call us today at 610-250-0737 or the web at www.roofwithfleck.com.
Giacomo's Italian Grill, located on Cattell Street in Easton, moments away from Lafayette College. Giacomo's has it all. It starts with their cheesesteak, voted #1 in the Lehigh Valley. They have great wraps, pitas, paninis, all kinds of subs. Not to mention Italian sausage, which is all homemade. You can get it in mild, fennel, hot, any way you like it. Giacomo's Italian Grill is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout, please call them at 610-438-1954. That's 610-438-1954. Or visit them at their new location, Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway, in the former site of the Miller Paint Store location. Once again, that's Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway. Giacomo's, they have it all.
I will say, Jack, our viewing audience out there, you are very fortunate the commercials are playing. I'm immensely enjoying the Hurricanes band. I was singing a little Baba O'Reilly by The Who. You guys, your ears are very fortunate.
Kyle Craig's going to join us very shortly.
Yep, Jack, some of the things real quick. Same score from a couple weeks ago. It was a 17-7 Easton lead when these two teams met in the regular season. Similar path. Easton scored 17 in the first quarter of that one. They scored 17 in the second quarter of this one, though. Liberty fired back in almost the exact same way with a long touchdown to get it to a 17-7 halftime score. Liberty's going to get that second half kickoff with a little bit of momentum. getting the last score of the half. But for now, we'll send it over to Jack and Kyle Craig.
Yes, I'm pleased to have Kyle Craig with me from Lehigh Valley Advanced Media and all kind of other titles.
Lehigh Valley Live.
That's
the main one.
Right,
yeah.
that's the main one. So, Kyle, deja vu, the first half. Easton races out 17-0. The Hurricanes answer on a long pass play. And Easton dodged disaster after getting a touchdown call back when it looked like a snap over Cole Ordway's head and got off a 34-yard punt somehow. And it just rolled and rolled and rolled. And also, Liberty has to be taking the task of it. Their coaching staff, they wasted about 20 seconds before that fourth down punt not to call timeout.
Yeah, that wasn't great time management for the Hurricanes. It wasn't great time management to be in that position where they only had one timeout left.
Yes.
In that situation. So, not ideal for Liberty. Really, the only highlight for the Hurricanes has been that long pass play, but that's been enough to keep them in the game. And, if I'm Easton, I'm feeling pretty good about where the team is at in terms of rushing the ball, in terms of bottling up Liberty for the most part. Liberty has two of the most explosive receivers in the league. I think it's expected that you're going to give up plays here and there. You just don't want them to be massive chunk plays, which is unfortunately what happened for the Red Rovers. But still in great shape. Both teams obviously had touchdowns called back in the first half. So both probably feel like things could be a lot different.
Yes, and we have 17-7. The rains have just started pouring again as the Easton band took the field. So if that continues, it's going to be interesting, the elements for the second half.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have brought my umbrella now that I look around here. But, it could change the complexion of the game entirely. And you have to think it would favor Easton because, Easton has a much more run-heavy attack. Liberty's game plan all the time, most of the time, is based around throwing the ball. So that's going to get more tricky in these elements. And if I'm Easton, I probably feel good about this weather.
Yep, and your buddy Quirky Blake's up at Warfield, and right now 28-0 Parkland. No surprise, I got to be honest with you.
No, I don't think that's a surprise. I think Nazareth was happy to get into the semifinals. I think the Blue Eagles feel like if they had their full complement of players, this could be a year.
They could have made noise.
Yeah, they could have made noise and competed for a district championship. Unfortunately, they don't have their full complement of players and haven't for a while. So Parkland just keeps getting better, and that is evident in the score up there.
Yes, but that's 1 week away. Parkland probably can rest their guys the second half if things continue. Mercy rolls in vogue, so Parkland should come in the game healthy. And, of course, Easton's going to hold Liberty this first possession of the second half and try to get field position and try to get up to a 3-score lead. And then, like you said, try to dominate on the ground with their two running backs and Cole Ordway.
Yeah, I think what's notable for Easton as well is that Trayvon Tyler really brings a completely different dimension to the offense. He's a game breaker while he's in there. He's got breakaway speed to turn a little seam into a large gain. But, in these conditions, I feel like they probably would go with Martinez more just because of his reliability, and I think they probably are more confident in his ball security.
Right.
So they'll probably keep it with Ordway and Martinez if it continues to rain hard like it is.
I have Martinez unofficially 87 yards. What do you have?
One moment, please. I have him for 80. So
80. So I gave him 7 extra.
And who were our two scorers? I know Trayvon Tyler. And the other touchdown?
Was Martinez.
Martinez. That's why I thought, because Ordway was coming in on 30.
Yeah. Ordway just has 28 yards. What do you have for Ordway?
I have 38, so maybe
one play,
we might have flipped plays there between the two of them.
Okay. Might have done a keeper. So yardage for even, and I'll go with you because you're paying attention diligently.
I hope so. That's what I'm paid for. But, I feel like, 4 different people could take stats from a game, and you're probably going to wind up with 4 different accounting of stats.
Oh, Kai, I know exactly what you're talking, because, I mean, I get the footage back tomorrow morning, and I get to go through each play twice. I get to double-check the down. Right. And most of the time, you guys are spot on. And every time I come up like a yard off, I said I had to call our AD and just be like, you know, I know everything from the video looks good, but you're right. And sometimes when you have to assign tackles when somebody essentially falls down, and you have to assign a tackle, it's wild.
I think, you know, a lot of times there's a yard here, a yard there, depending on how someone gauges where the ball is in relation to the hash marks. I mean, this is inside baseball here, or inside football, as it were, but I think the thing that gets screwed up the most is penalty yardage being assessed after penalties.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of statisticians actually don't even know what they're supposed to do
like Cole
in those situations.
Cole got net 5 yards.
Yeah, Cole will get 5 yards on the amount of times I have to sit with my handbook because it's like, okay, you have a.
Well, hold on.
Yep.
He should get 15 yards.
Yep.
Because he got the ball to the 50, which is where the penalty was assessed.
Yes, that's what it will be. You're correct. It will go. And actually, that's probably the 10 yards that you two are off.
That's
probably the 2 yards. It's not a 5-yard gain. It's a 15-yard gain.
Does that go for a 15-yard gain?
Yes. Yeah, because
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been doing this forever since 1973.
Yep.
And I just found that out.
Yeah, you have to take the ball. You have to take the play up to the where the penalty yardage is assessed. Yeah, where the
Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
That one sits actually open on my desk a lot when I'm working because you see that enough times where.
Did that change over the years or not?
No.
I've been doing stats forever, and I agree with the logic. Pardon my pun.
Right. Well, you have to make the penalty. So it's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
So in order to make everything make sense, you have to account for that yardage.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Typically, like if the hold's at the line of scrimmage, then it doesn't matter what the play did.
Yes.
But
I'm glad you told me.
Why I was saying in the pregame, I just learned that if an onside kick hits somebody but isn't cleanly fielded, that it's a team fumble and not a charge to the individual.
Oh well. If we get into
I had to do that.
What is accounted for team stats and what is not team stats? That's a whole.
Well, that's the thing is I don't actually have a place to put team fumbles.
Well,
I was like, okay, sure.
Changing the sport, baseball, right? You're at Lehigh Valley, right? At Coca-Cola Park. There's fly ball early in the game when the sun's just setting, and it lands between the left fielder and the center fielder. You just got to give them a double.
Right.
But you want to give an error, you like to give a team error because
the
pitcher's suffering.
Yes.
And I know the outfielders were helpless on a play.
Right.
So that's where the team, like you said, Jeff, the team penalty.
Yep. The one thing here with the rain falling is there's not supposed to be any other activity with this system. So the game will be played as is. Thankfully, we're not
thunder, lightning, or anything.
Nothing like that was called for. Just a quick couple showers, basically to the end of the game.
Intermittent showers.
I'm going to check that radar too because we won't walk to the car in the rain.
You heard that?
Yes. Well, if this can rain here for an interesting second half and then stop when it's time for all of us to leave, I'd be okay with that. That's the best scenario in my book.
Kyle, did you, because I didn't realize when you were playing, did you play in that one game that we had down here where you couldn't see across the field because it was raining so heavily?
What year was that?
Probably like 2004.
I was probably here, yes.
And
I remember playing in a downpour against Northampton.
I was here for it.
Yes, you were. He was in vitro.
I remember playing in a downpour against Northampton. That one really sticks in my mind. Not a ton of great memories as a player here at Cottingham, if I'm being honest. But an okay memory in the district playoffs against Easton.
Yes, you won that
in 2005, yes.
Yes, that was a big win after avenging a loss earlier in the year.
I have a picture of myself in that game.
What number?
85.
Number 85.
Coach Schiffert's in the background. You can kind of see his towel in the background.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
switch multiple towels.
Yes, it was a picture taken by a Liberty Life reporter, and I was the sports editor of the Liberty Life.
Oh, Liberty Life.
And she goes to me when we're laying out the paper. She says, "Who's 85?" And I said, "They're very funny. That's hilarious." Oh, no, you're serious? Yeah, it's me. So there you go.
So Kyle, what can we see the second half? Last comment.
Well, a lot hinges on this opening possession.
Yes.
And what Liberty does with it. And if they can move the ball down the field and strike, totally changes the complexion of the game, changes the momentum of the second half. But it'll be difficult. I want to see how they want to handle these elements.
Yes. We'll see that kind of kickoff Easton get it off. So thanks, Kyle. And hopefully we'll be doing the same thing next week at Site to be determined.
TBD.
TBD for both teams.
If this holds, BASD.
BASD, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Cut nice distance between both schools.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Kyle.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
So, Jack, looking at it, people were, some were asking. It was 17-7 last time. Liberty got 13 points that last time in the third quarter to take the lead into the fourth quarter. They were up 20-17.
Orway scored late and make it 23-20, and Liberty had the ball twice more and held.
Yeah, Easton scored with about 9 minutes actually in that one, and we thought there's going to be more points, and there never was. So yeah, it is a steady rainfall right now. We'll have to check with Tyler. He was out there. Okay, he's saying it's raining, so. So they're going to come out. The nice thing is this is
just all of a sudden the skies kind of opened up.
Yeah.
And now I'm drenched.
One of the things, and I said, Tyler, with fields like this, I haven't obviously had a chance to get to play on this one. Most of the time your footing is not affected really. Occasionally you might find one slip, but for the most part, when I was coaching at Liberty, my athletes always said that they weren't affected on turf by the rain whatsoever.
Well, and that's kind of the one benefit to turf, right? Yep. I've at least recently been turning into more of an anti-turf guy just because you see so many terrible injuries and people's knees are getting ripped up at young ages too.
What I can't understand is you watch a lot of college football and you see so many players like wearing shorts, not their knees protected.
Was it the Oklahoma kicker? They had shorts on.
Yeah, but even players have their...
Well, a knee pad... actual pad on your knee is only going to do so much to you making a cut and your ACL popping.
Okay.
A knee pad's not really going to protect you from that.
Yeah,
it takes away some of the pain, but if you're going to snap your leg in half, you're going to snap your leg in half.
Okay.
If your ACL's going to pop, your ACL's going to pop.
So we'll talk adventure coming up here with Liberty receiving the kick. Borluca had the touchback on the previous. The one before that, though, he dropped it at the 1 yard line where Green was able to take it 99 yards, only to have it called back. But
the last thing on that, Jack, is with turf, it's more so you don't have as much give as you do on grass.
Yes.
Your foot tends to get more caught in the turf.
And that's why you like grass.
Yeah. Although, and when I played baseball, trying to hit on turf was awful because your foot wouldn't catch.
Yes, I never had to do that.
It's going to be fielded at the 9 as another good kick by Borluca. Eating a hit.
Good coverage.
And he's going to be out past the 25 to the 26, and that's where the Hurricane offense will take over.
Yeah, he had a head of steam, but was cut down. Looks like Mike Zamora, number 34, cut him down. Jack, one of the things when Liberty went to turf so long ago, it was just because of the use of the field.
Yes.
With Liberty, Freedom, Bethlehem Catholic, boys soccer, and now girls field, that field is just used so much that by the time you got to this point, it was just mud soup.
And gym classes even.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was one of the reasons. But Easton doesn't really have that with only football playing here in the fall. So 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes at their own 26.
Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He drops looking right.
There's
now
a hold on
the pressure. He's going to step up. Hold no flag as he looks for Puxon down the near sideline, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, no flag. Looked like they wanted two separate holds that we could see coming clear. No flags down, though, so 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass.
We see the obvious, and they don't see it, so that's where we're at.
And again, with some of these, we just have the perfect angle, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's 2 officials sitting right there.
And some of
he hooked him up around the neck.
Yeah, some of it we're just looking to see the reaction, and that's exactly what we saw was two players coming clear and suddenly not
All
clear.
All of a sudden, they're pulled to the ground. Fontanez from the gun, 2 to the far side. As it's Puxon going in motion left to right. Now 2 to the near side.
This is where Puxon ran that underneath slant. There
Ball
it
snapped.
is.
He's going to throw underneath for Puxon.
We're going to give him the 1st down.
Sorry, Tyler, I was on top there, but that was that route we saw. Puxon motions all the way across the formation and then cuts the post route underneath. That goes for 10 yards out to the 37, where it will be 1st and 10 Liberty.
Nice design play.
Well, it's tough because you're not going to be able to send the far side corner across the formation, so somebody has to pick them up, and it's usually going to be a safety 10 to 15 yards down the field. So if he can run the underneath route, it's a lot of distance to cover for that young man. So 1st and 10, Liberty.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Green backfield left. Ball snap, play action. Fontanez drops, looking deep down the middle of the field. Wide open is the receiver. spinning off of a few tackles, now getting to the outside.
We're going to get a face mask, I believe.
Brought down at the 40 as a flag flies.
Yeah, there's a flag at the Easton 37. Nobody was there. There were 3 Rovers trying to bring down the Liberty player. And it's going to most likely be a face mask because there were really only 3 Rovers standing in the area. And it will be.
The Rovers have to wrap up.
Well, and this is what I meant going into the half, where it was such a big drive for the Easton offense, because now all of a sudden, Liberty goes down. Any points they get, it's a one-possession game. It's just a matter of if it's 7 or if it's 3.
So we'll see if Easton adjusts here. Right now, Liberty picking them apart on the underneath. What'd you see?
We got to reboot here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. If you're listening on JAJL, we'll be right back. Here's the snap. Liberty pass formation complete on the flat, goes out of bounds. That's number 3 on the completion for the Hurricanes. Looked like knocked out of bounds by number 9. That's Trayvon Tyler. Davies was on the reception for the Hurricane.
We're back on.
Yeah, that's on me. I normally do that one before I leave at the half.
We had so much time during halftime, yeah. So 2nd down and 1, did not get the first down. Ball at the 26 of the Rover.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Ball snapped. It's a low snap. It's going to be a give to the running back, who looks like he's going to have the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, brought down by Kilpatrick after 1 yard gain, but that's the 1 yard they needed. So it'll be 1st and 10 Liberty at the 25-yard line. They're down 10, but trying to get this opening drive into the end zone to cut it to a 1-score game.
I've never been so happy listening to a high school band, Jeff.
No. Oh, it's fun. It's a nice song to hear.
I don't like it.
So Liberty driving deep now.
Fontanez from the gun. 2 to the near side. Ball snap. Fontanez dropping, throwing deep down the left side. Has him beat again on the double move. Davies!
I think he grabbed it with one hand.
Touchdown Hurricanes!
Zaire Davis on the grab. In fact, right before the snap, Trayvon Tyler dropped way off in coverage. He was right there. I can't believe the young man brought that ball in.
That was an unbelievable catch. One-handed in the back corner of the end zone, not just to secure possession, but also get his feet down.
Get his feet down. So great thrown ball. Perfect coverage by Tyler. Nothing else he's going to do. Just an unbelievable catch by one of the top receivers in the area. 6 points for the Hurricane. And just like that, Jack, we saw last time these two teams met, it's 17-14.
Well, and like I said, it was the 2 deep balls that got him back in it. And sure enough, here we are again, the 2 sluggos. Liberty's right back in it as the kick is up. Looked like it
looked like it got blocked. I think it got deflected as well.
And I think it was 17-13 last time.
Let me look. I know it was 20-17,
I think it was
and there was a missed extra point somewhere in there.
Somebody for Easton got pancaked way after the play, and there was no flag.
I didn't.
I was asking a few Easton football alumni at the half what they saw with that play from Crossman. They all kind of said the same thing we did. Within the rules, you didn't hit them high, and it wasn't late.
So Liberty does exactly like they need. They only need 2 minutes, not even 1:58 to go. 75 yards. Second touchdown pass of the night for Fontanez. That gives him 37 on the season. Jack, you're getting in rarefied air if you throw 37 touchdowns in a season.
Hope it stops right there.
Hope it stops right there. Exactly right.
And again, this is a huge drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Easton, it was 17-0. Now it's 17-13. We're told somebody said mercy rule up there in Orfield. Let's see if that's correct.
Kyle just said
and
mercy
it
rule.
is. Yep, mercy rule. That's what I heard. So it's a 35-0 lead for the Trojans, so they're going to punch their ticket to the 6A final. A lot of football left to go here, though, to find out who's going to face them. But neither team's thinking about that right now, Jack.
Nope. Got to play 22 minutes of football right now.
Last kickoff went out of bounds.
So kick it away. It's going to be fielded just past the 10 at the 12.
He's got a lane. He's
Tyler,
got a lane.
Who has running room. Tyler has a block down the middle of the field. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Rovers.
And no Easton play. Now we're going to get something. I think it's going to be on the sideline. It's going to be on the sideline for sure. If it's now, if the official was bumped, it's different than a sideline warning. The flag is way down here at the 47.
On one of the coaches or on a player?
I have no idea. We'll see if it's only a warning. If the official did make contact with someone from the Easton sidelines, though, it is not a warning.
Right.
Touchdown is good. And it is just the warning.
They're lucky. Like I said, I've seen that.
And if you saw that, Tyler, you saw the same thing I did. When Tyler started angling towards the sideline, there was about 8 Liberty defenders in between the hashes, and there was nobody outside the hash here.
He had a 2-on-1 block to the outside, and you knew he was not getting off of that.
Yeah, and Tyler, got that
he's
speed.
just so explosive.
I'm going to make a comment when we have a chance.
An immediate answer for the Rovers as the snap, the hold, Borluca's kick is up, and it is good.
I'll make a comment
Go
right
ahead.
now. The problem is, years ago when you played football, there was 4 or 5 assistant coaches on the sideline. Now, there is 15
24.
probably.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, whatever you want to call it. There's so many people on the sidelines, and the good teams, honestly, are always standing.
Mm-hmm.
The benches, you need.
Well, there was a situation. I'm sorry. I see way too much stuff get sent to me, Jack, through the network. There was a play similar to that in Michigan high school soccer state playoffs where the official, though, was running about 5 yards out of bounds into the bench and ran into a player and then tried to eject the player and is no longer an official. It was one of the few times.
Because he made a faux pas.
There was one of the few times where but this case, no, I think the Easton sideline just got excited.
Now, what I would like to see Easton's defense to do, what they have done great all year, is bend and do not break.
And so if you look at the sideline, I don't mean to interrupt you, Jack, but if you look at the sideline, you can see a box, which is where the players are typically supposed to remain in.
Yep.
At no level does anybody listen to that, whether it's Pee-wee, high school, college, or the NFL. In the NFL Films made a video about teams having a coach just for the purpose of pulling players and coaches out of the way of the officials. As it's going to be fielded down inside the 5 as he looks for running room as Liberty tries to answer.
I believe that's De Leon getting it back to the 30.
Easton has to start wrapping up on their tackle.
Yep.
And I really would like to see the Rovers play more in control.
Yeah, Easton's defense is going to have to go right back out there. They've yet to get to Fontenez. They've been close a few times.
Well, I've said this 4 or 5 drives in a row now, but again, it's a huge drive because if Liberty goes down and answers and gets 6
or 8,
they'll probably go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. It makes the return a moot point because you're right back to where you were 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, Easton comes out. They land the big shot, gut punch. Now they're going to overload to the right side.
It's going to be quad stack to the right, 1 to the far side, empty backfield. Fontenez, ball snap, drops, throwing left side on the curl. And he's going to make a man miss down the sideline.
One-on-one coverage there because they're forced to cover.
Well, one of the things if you saw there right on the snap, Biddle was dropping in the support from his free safety position. So with the deep ball, it looks like they're going to try to give Tyler help. Now they're also, it looks like they're switching. They have McPeak lined up over there on Davies.
Well, it's the hardest. It's arguably the hardest route in football to try to cover if you're a corner. That slant and go. Because you can't just give up the slant as he's going to throw quickly right side, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw the slant. It was too high. And somebody on the Liberty side is hurt.
Liberty player down, 2 players down. Yeah, Davies is down, and one looks like just a cramp. Davies
seems like he's in a lot of pain.
So we'll step away here for a quick moment on the Rovers Network. Liberty's going to have a 2nd and 10 at their own.
Founded in 1996, the Marblehead Chowder House offers a casual, coastal atmosphere with fresh seafood, shellfish, and hearty chowders. Located on William Penn Highway in Easton, the Marblehead Chowder House is the perfect spot for family and friends. Featuring dishes unique to New England and open daily, the Marblehead Chowder House has Ipswich belly clams, fresh lobster rolls, a raw bar, and of course, live lobsters arriving regularly. The only thing missing is the cool sea breeze. With their lighthouse and nautical decor, the Marblehead Chowder House creates an experience like no other in the Lehigh Valley.
Watch Davies.
2 players still down for the Hurricanes.
Established in 1936, Regal Insurance has a long-standing and strong foundation in the Lehigh Valley community. We pride ourselves in offering our customers a personal experience where you are always able to speak directly to an insurance specialist. Access to mobile software allows quick response to claims, questions and inspections from our experienced team. Whether your driving record is flawless or has hit some bumps in the road, we have great service options for you. If you are looking for an insurance specialist who has your needs at heart, welcome to Regal Insurance. Visit us on the web at Regal Insurance. Regal Insurance. Real people, real coverage.
They have doctors on the sideline.
So
we used to.
Yep, so we're back right now. Davis is walking off the sideline. Number 3, doesn't look too sure-footed. Number 15 was the other player down. That's Javion White. Looked like he just was getting stretched out with a cramping situation. So top receiver for the Hurricanes on the sideline right now, with Liberty facing a 2nd down and 10, trailing by 11. They got it to a 4-point game. But then Easton, out of nowhere, Jack, overhand right, able to stagger Liberty down 11.
Long way to go.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 receivers split wide. Ball snap. Fontanez going to roll right, going to throw, just getting it over the head of the lineman, angling to the sideline, stiff arms a man. And it's going to slip down with a first down.
Looks like number 0, De Leon, on the reception for the Hurricanes into Easton territory. They're going to mark him at the 46, where the clock will run under 9 minutes. In an exciting third quarter, we've already seen 13 points. Number 14, he's coming back on. That's White. Or no, 14, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong number on my sheet. And Liberty, they lost one of their better receivers last week as well, Jackson Barlock.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snapped. He drops. Now rolling right, trying to get to the outside. A flag flies, and Fontanez will just throw it away.
And Easton got the call they wanted. Macon was coming off his man where he just got yanked from behind, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty.
I'm sure the Rovers will take it.
Yeah, flags at the they also won an intentional grounding because there was nobody in the area. So the officials are going to discuss the initial flag. I don't think Easton will get the second flag they want. So it's going to be a hold in the backfield, so it'll be just a 10-yard loss, not from the spot. Now, Jack, that would be super interesting if they ever did a hold in the backfield as a spot foul.
Yes.
But you could see suddenly 18, 20 yards lost on a play.
I'm glad you and Kyle educated me tonight.
The amount of times I've had to look at that book, Jack, it's crazy.
Yeah. I used to run the NCAA book at Lafayette.
Mm-hmm.
And
what haven't you done, Jack? Every week you tell us something, and I'm like...
Something else. Lafayette from 1973 to 2008.
See, Easton's playing that trips coverage with a lot of room on the underneath receiver.
Good rush off the edge by the Rovers as Fontanez gets the ball out. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the original line of scrimmage to the 46.
Yeah, and that's that inside receiver, Jack. The man covering is about 12 yards off the line of scrimmage. Looks like Fontanez is going to come back onto the field.
He has such a quick release.
And Easton's got unbelievable rushes all night. The Liberty offensive line hasn't had a chance. But like you said, he just gets the ball out so quickly.
So now they're going to change it up. They're going to cover that trips a little bit tighter, not letting the middle receiver run free.
Fontanez from the gun. Ball snap. Going to throw deep down the left side. And it's right into the arms of Biddle, who breaks a tackle and now has running room. Gets a block, and he's going to slide down shy of the 40 at the 39. And Easton gets a huge turnover.
Super smart play there by Biddle, too. He could have fought for maybe a yard more, but I think he realized he was being closed in on all sides and decides just to sit it down at the 39.
Make sure you keep possession and put the ball in the hands of your quarterback.
Well, Easton's best defense could be their offense right now.
Yep, so second interception of the night for the Rover, Andrew Biddle.
I have no problem with a patented Cole Ordway long touchdown run right here.
Fourth interception of the season for Biddle. Jack, there was a point he had 5 through 4 games last year.
He was unbelievable. That Freedom game. We'll never forget your call there.
So we're going to see here, we're getting an official's timeout on the field.
That was Fleming in the Freedom game, wasn't it?
Yes, that was.
Speaking of Fleming, Mike Fleming, the offensive line coach, lines up down around the 25-yard line to get a look at his offensive line.
Yeah. So there's some kind of coordination issue. Jack, one of the things, too, we'll talk about after this play, which you can hear the Liberty band playing right now. The Easton band will be playing whenever Liberty has the ball. We'll talk about them in a second.
Is that song not called Three Cheers for Easton?
The ball's on the ground.
Right up the middle, and he fumbles. It's picked up by Liberty.
Touchdown saving tackle by Cole Ordway. As it looks like Chris Martinez puts it on the turf, bounces directly up. I think that was number 0, De Leon, caught it in stride. And Ordway brought him down a moment later. So back-to-back turnovers, and Liberty's going to have the ball at the 32-yard line.
Well, what looked like 2 game seconds ago, Easton was going to be able to wrap this one up here in the third quarter. All of a sudden, it's once again a huge defensive drive.
Yeah, Jack, we were talking about the bands real quick to get it out there. I was happy when I found out earlier this week the ADs agreed there was going to be a longer halftime this week, so both the Hurricane and the Beast from the East would both be able to perform their halftime shows.
They did great jobs.
And Easton added in stand music at the end.
But football left to go now. Liberty back in business in Rover territory.
Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He's going to
flea flicker.
Pitch it a few times. Now throwing it at triple coverage, and it's incomplete.
That was the old flea flicker.
Yeah, double.
He handed it to the running back, who handed it off to the receiver,
who gave it back to
Fontanez. And then he threw into triple coverage.
And then he threw into triple coverage 40 yards downfield. Yeah, Easton wasn't fooled. Putzing looked like the receiver out there. They only ran a 2-man route, and when Easton's been dropping 4 off, so 2nd down and 10, Davis still doesn't look completely like himself on the far side.
That's why I was wondering about Doctor and make that judgment.
Fontanez from the gun, 2 to the near side. Ball snapped. He drops, going to throw quickly down the left side. He's got him on the comeback, or on the stop route, rather, and he's going to have a first down and a lot more inside the 15.
Perfectly thrown.
Yeah,
pass.
Perfect throw. McPeak had the inside leverage, but when you throw that back shoulder fade, there's really not much you're going to be able to do, Jack, because if you play the fade, you're going to get beat every single time. So Liberty picks up the first down to the Rover 14. Out of bounds, though, so the clock's going to sit at 7 minutes, 19 seconds in an exciting third quarter. 2 touchdowns, 2 turnovers.
And Liberty knocking on the door.
And we'll see what Liberty's going to try to do chasing points now with their missed extra point.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snap, going to throw quickly to the right side, but it's knocked down at the line.
Looks like number 85, Curtis Crossman. Yeah, he was pushing upfield from his defensive end position.
He lost the gloves. He's going back to the old days of football, no gloves.
All right, if you're
just ran onto the field.
Yep. Okay, so we're back. Apologies. The system went down, and we are not allowed to show any video, so I have to take it offline right away.
Somebody can't make out the number.
Yeah, there's a player down. We're trying to see which Rover it is. Slew of trainers around him.
Referee's coming over to the Easton sideline.
Yeah, Liberty players, they're all down on a knee right now, so we're assuming it's... So there's number 1, Skylar Fallon, walking off the field. Looks like Liberty coaches now are down with the other player.
Was Ordway in the game? They mentioned that down the road.
No, Ordway's right here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it looks like the Easton coaching staff is coming off the field. Looks like the Liberty coaching staff is remaining with the player. He's up. Looks like number 22, Gabe Green.
It was Green. So he got hit low. He got hit right in the knee. And it looked like he was in some pain, but I thought at first he got right back up.
He might have got back
Sometimes
up.
It's just the adrenaline, and then all of a sudden the pain kicks in.
You try to
and
put
you go
weight.
down.
Yeah, you try to put weight on it.
You could be like Cam Scadaboo and think you're going to keep playing through that injury.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8.
At the 12.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if Cam Scadaboo played in a wheelchair.
He is such
but
a
when his teammates talk about just his environment in team rooms, he has got to be.
Did you ever see the video of him warming up by hitting his head off a brick wall?
Yes. So 3rd and 8, clock's going to run under 7 minutes now, third quarter. Liberty threatening on the 14.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped. He's going to keep it on the read option, and he gets drilled as a helmet comes flying off.
Looks like, is that Grosvenor
it's
bringing
Grosvenor,
him down?
Who would have thought?
from his D tackle position.
Grosvenor's helmet's come off about 40 times this year.
So Liberty trails by 11. They're going to have a 4th and about 9. Does not look like a kicking unit's going to come on the field, so they're going to bring in number 8, an extra wide receiver. That's William Reese. He's a 6-footer, 6'4", in fact.
4th and 9 from the 13.
Well, no, looks like Easton's going to go total secondary. They're dropping off people to help here on the trip side.
Trips to the near side, one to the far side. Fontanez throwing, tipped, and it's incomplete.
Big play there, needless to say.
Yeah, they ran the underneath route right to where 2 Rovers were sitting, pass broken up at the goal line, intended, looks like for number 8, William Reese, the receiver they just brought on the field. And, Jack, you wanted some of that bend, but don't break, and the Rovers give it to you.
Yep. Now we need ball security.
Yeah,
2 hands on the football, and the weather doesn't help that,
no,
right?
We realize that.
You don't want to have a scapegoat for Martinez, but the rain does not help.
And they haven't played in rain hardly at all this year.
No, really. That's why when I looked at the forecast, I said, "What's this precipitation?"
I love your 900th win when you saw that mud ball.
Oh, the mud bowl. Every school has, or every player has one of those games. We were talking about it at halftime. In the era of turf.
And you don't have to worry about uniforms trying to call a game.
Forward way from the gun, ball snapped. I believe it's Martinez back in the game.
And it is.
I'll pick up about 2 to the 16.
Yeah, and got to give, you have total confidence in him. He's had over 250 carries on the season.
Well, and Jack, you were saying with the weather games, we've all seen the pictures of the snow game. What was it, 20 years ago.
Yes, 2010, Easton P-Bird. Year earlier, it was snowing when Easton played LaSalle at BASD.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you a story, Jack. I never got to play in snow. We never had a high school season go that deep, but I will tell you one cold weather story in a moment.
We're getting to a point now where baseball players are more likely to play in snow
than
the football players. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. He's going to give to Martinez, who's going to pick up another couple yards out to the 20.
So, Jack, the coldest game I played in was back in '94 with these Liberty Hurricanes. We had won the district title. We were in the state quarters against Downingtown before there was an East and a West. And we were playing against Aaron Harrison. I broke my thumb in that game.
He was a talented player.
I would like to say I broke my thumb playing football, but I was warming up the quarterback on the sideline and had stood with my hands in my pockets for the first 3 quarters. And when I went to catch the football, my hand didn't open properly, and I broke my thumb. I was a sophomore. I would have loved to have said it was during the game, but it was not.
Ordway from the gun. 2 receivers split wide. Ball snap, turns. He's going to keep it on the read option. Ordway with running room, has a block, trying to get to the outside.
There's
and he's going to be
brought
down
the latest
flag comes flying in.
That's going to be we'll see if it's a hold. It should only take it back 10 yards, so the first down should stand.
That's a really late flag.
And it came from 15 yards downfield, not with the official standing at the play.
At the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so if they mark off the 10, it should go back to the
25.
20. Well, it depends. I think it's going to be a hold, so it should put it back to the 28, which should be a first down.
Yes. East needed to get to the 24.
Well, Jeff, if it makes you feel any better, the first time I broke my wrist, I did it tripping over my own feet during the first practice of the season.
Well, hold on. The spot's wrong.
26-yard line.
The 26.
Yeah, the 12-yard penalty.
Okay. I'll have to look and actually see where the flag was thrown because either way, but the clock is going to run, so we're 4 minutes and 20 seconds in this third quarter. Easton up 24-13. They just held on a 4th and 8 from Liberty at their own 14.
And Easton will try to use clock early, even if it's the third quarter.
So Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers split wide. Ball snapped. He's going to sprint right. Hesitates. Now trying to get to the outside. Makes a man miss and is going to be brought down just shy of the first down marker at the 35.
Yeah, back up to where that penalty had just been thrown. So a 9-yard gain for Ordway.
He's up to 63 yards. So
should put Ordway over 1,600 yards on the season.
They got a Thanksgiving countdown on the scoreboard.
Oh, yes, they do. Tickets available. Well, I don't even know if there's any left, Tyler, but there are a few public tickets available yet for Easton Peaburg on Thanksgiving. Make sure digital only, nothing on sale at the game.
Or at the athletic.
Or at the athletic office. You have to go to the athletic website.
Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers split wide, ball snapped. They're going to run the same play now the opposite way. Ordway spinning off a tackle and gets drilled, but with the first down. It's one of those times you'd rather your quarterback not try to make a spin. You'd rather him either cut or run over a guy.
Well, he's trying to take the game over by himself.
But you can't have him taking those hits right
No,
to his
you're right.
chest.
So Easton with the first down. And you're right, they're trying to bleed the clock already in the third as we're under 3 minutes.
And what has been the longest third quarter of the year.
Two touchdowns, one of them a kickoff return. We saw 2 turnovers on back-to-back plays, a fourth down.
Touchdown called back.
Ordway
from the gun, 2 receivers split wide. Ball snapped. He's going to give to Martinez, who's going to dance around a little bit and pick up about 2.
Yeah, it looked like there was some timing issues on that play. It looked like part of Easton's line fired off and the other was still in their stance. But nice job picking up a 3-yard gain for a second down and, well, now we're going to say 2nd and 8 on our scoreboard.
Short 8, long 7.
Also, if you guys are subscribers to the Rover Sports Network, you may have noticed the winter schedule starting to get added in. We got 87 minimum, Jack, 87 live events coming up this winter. Boys basketball, girls basketball, and wrestling. 2nd down and 8.
Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers split wide. Ball snaps, going right back to that same play, running to the near side. Ordway breaks a tackle. Ordway has a block, and he's going to slide down across midfield.
Smart
An awkward slide.
Yeah, he knew where the sticks were, and you're right. Ordway, no, he's getting helped up. He's okay.
You'd think he, of anybody on this team, would know how to slide.
Yeah. Shortstop on the Rover baseball team.
But they slide on grass and dirt there.
The ball into Liberty territory. So Easton doing what they want, at least getting the first part of the plan, get these these first downs.
I always hated sliding on turf.
And someone's down the road and saying here, stay in bounds as well. And get
I
some
think
points out of this.
I think that's why he slid.
Yeah.
You stay in bounds, you let the clock keep running. We're all of a sudden under 1:30 here in this third quarter.
And he doesn't want to take the beating that you mentioned.
Yeah, you don't want him to take unnecessary hits at this point. Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers split wide, ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Martinez.
And does just enough, gets 3 yards.
91 yards for Martinez thus far.
It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 44 as
Second
we
and
near
7.
the 1 minute mark.
Yeah.
2nd and 7, excuse me.
And Easton, they opened the drain. There's under a minute to go in this third quarter. That didn't seem like it was ever going to end a few minutes ago.
Well, and so now all of a sudden you just kind of run one play, you get close to the sticks or even pick up the first down, and you get to the fourth quarter.
Yep, stay in front of your sticks here. 15 seconds on the play clock. There'll be 30 seconds in the quarter when they run a play. This could be the last play of the quarter.
And the game has changed so much for the 40-second clock.
Yeah.
It used to be the 25-second clock when they put it in play.
Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Martinez right up the gut, who's going to power forward to the 40. So another gain of 4. That'll make it 3rd and 3.
Yeah, really nice job keeping his legs moving.
It's only a matter of time, guys, before they add in a 2-minute warning eventually.
Yeah.
We've seen it now with college, which I guess they call the 2-minute timeout.
They had to be different. I like it. I do.
I like it for college. I don't think they should bring it to high school.
And that's going to do it. The Easton fans here like it. Easton's taking a little bit of control here. They've moved it into Liberty territory. 3rd down and 3. They want to keep the clock and the sticks moving, though, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, as we get set for fourth quarter action here in a minute or two, 24-13 lead for the Rovers. Obviously, 2 touchdowns called back for both sides. Makes it not a much different game, but Liberty, you build the momentum off of the score on the kick return, and maybe Easton doesn't have their kick return touchdown. So there's a lot on both sides that really could have gone either way and would have completely changed the game to this point.
And they have the chains wrong. It's not 3rd down and 3 going that way. It's 3rd down and 3 going the other way. They're telling them right now the ball's on the 40. And, Jack, you wonder if Easton wouldn't take 2 cracks with a 3rd and 3 from the 40 of Liberty.
I think it's 4th and 2 or less. You got it.
And, I mean, I think Liberty can't score on a long pass play if they don't have the football.
Exactly. Like I said, the best defense is your offense.
Is your offense right now. You want to keep the ball out of the hands of Liberty's playmakers. And Easton seems content just to hand the ball off and run it straight.
So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 40 as we get set for fourth quarter action. Ordway from the gun, 2 to the near side. Ball snap. He's going to keep it on the read option right up the middle. Ordway, the running room. Ordway in the clear, going to the outside, and he's in. Touchdown, Rovers.
40-yard scamper for Ordway. Touchdown number 31 on the season on the ground for that young man.
119 unofficially tonight.
Gets it out to a 30-13 lead.
That's a 3-score lead.
Yeah, that's right, 3-score lead.
87-yard drive.
Yeah, and you can't fault Ordway. He's not gonna fall down this early in the game.
You take the points.
Yeah,
you take the points
now.
absolutely. That was the problem. Again, that was the problem the first time these two teams played. Easton couldn't get the points to put the game away. Now they do.
They haven't put it away yet.
Well, they got the points.
Yeah, they got the points.
What I mean.
Yes.
As Borluca's kick is up and good. I'm not going to be giving out game balls
anytime
at this
soon.
Point.
How fast was that play made? Is it 11:57?
And we're back. Jack would want me to pitch out there if you can't get enough of this Rover action. Already want to hear about any district final that's going to be played next week. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., you can listen to Jack Logic Sports Saturday. That's on Podbean Live. That's JAJLSportsRadio.com. From 9 to 11, Jack's going to have a slew of hosts on there talking about all things District 11 professional sports. And Jack,
you're going to lead off.
The return. I'm back at 9 a.m. with my coffee and donut.
Yes, you'll lead off. I should have brought you a bagel ahead.
Yeah, after a successful girls soccer coaching career.
Look at that kick down to the 1.
But we fielded at the 1 as he looks for running room.
Got a penalty.
Somebody on the
Liberty.
Yeah,
it was late flag, but it was a.
I've never seen a blocker. I've never seen a blocker commit a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, player down for Liberty. Okay, they moved the flag up to where the foul occurred. But the young man's still down. We'll step away here for
Easton's guy's down now. I don't know if it's cramp or not.
Oh, yeah, there's an Easton player.
I think it is.
So we'll be right back here in this track meet. 31.
Law is a litigation firm located in Easton, Pennsylvania. Their attorneys represent injured parties in personal injury litigation, business litigation, intellectual property disputes, trust and estate litigation, and real estate matters. They serve clients in the state courts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, as well as in federal courts throughout the country. Chuck Bruno is a founding member of Bruno Law and was born and raised in Easton, Pennsylvania. Contact them today for an initial consultation at www.brunolawfirm.com. That's www.brunolawfirm.com. Bruno Law, focused on results, dedicated to advocacy.
So after the penalty, both players are up, looks like.
No, one's still down.
Still a player down for Liberty.
Been a hard-nosed football game. We expected nothing else.
Yeah.
Two teams, they're fighting to keep their seasons alive. Jack, one of the things we want to thank our viewers tonight, actually, I was just looking, we went over 20,000 viewers this fall, and we're only in our third year, and that already eclipsed the entire last year, and we've only done the fall.
Let's thank our sponsors: Marblehead Chowder House, Fleck Roofing, Berkshire Hathaway, Sam Ruta, West Side Grill right up the street.
Regal Insurance.
Go ahead.
Rutler Screen Printing, Sam Ruta, College Hill Tavern, West Side Grill. I was talking to Fotis. They're super disappointed they have no more home football games.
They're not positively.
Oh, that's true. I don't know if that's – is it? Yeah. I think you did say they put them back in the
if the stadium holds enough.
If it holds enough. You did tell me that.
Yes, you can be the host.
So if you get a chance, to try out that Rover cheese.
But the Rovers first have the win tonight.
Yeah, the Rover cheesesteak.
We can't put no carts before the horse.
And then also we're going to try to lock down Tyler and Jack for many of the boys and girls basketball games as possible. Like I said, if you were checking out your Rovers network, you saw 87 winter broadcasts, every home and away wrestling match.
And we'll have 10 basketball games on.
At least, 10 basketball. We're going to have girls wrestling streaming, but Jack, they're only home twice. So you're only going to get to see the Lady Rovers wrestle against, I believe it's Stroudsburg and Pocono Mountain East.
Yes.
And then
Tyler, if you want to come over that night and sit with us and Steve Powell, you can do it with the controls, and you can hear the real Hall of Famer, Steve Powell.
Well, right now, Tyler,
I would have no idea how to commentate wrestling.
No, you can just listen to Steve.
And we can talk about some of it. That Nazareth match, if you guys are out there, December 3rd, tickets will go on sale. But, Tyler, we now know Service Electric will be there, RCN will be there, Flow Wrestling will be there, Fox Sports Radio will be there, and the Red Rover Sports Network will be there.
And Flow Wrestling is a national station.
And Flow Wrestling will have it on a national – actually, theirs is international broadcast.
Yeah,
so are we.
So are we. Technically, yeah, you can listen. Actually,
all the way out to Pittsburgh.
When is senior night? Someone's asking me. That's wrestling. I believe that is the second to last match of the year, Pocono Mountain West.
We got a football game.
Fontanez from the gun, trips to the far side, throwing quickly to the near side, caught.
And
looks like short of the first down to the 21.
But he got out of bounds, which we did not like.
Yeah, complete to Davis. I don't know why we were going with Davies. I swear I saw that somewhere before, but
I'm almost certain it said Davies at the beginning of the game.
I think it did. Just like there's Gabe Green, I think is listed as Gable. And it might be.
It is Gable. Fontanez drops, avoiding the sack. Now he has a lot of running room up the middle of the field, and he's just going to slide down out across the 30 to the 33.
This is the first time he showed his escapability.
Yeah, no, and he absolutely is elusive. This was the game, Jack, that ended on 3 sacks. Last time these two met, we were talking about Algie Macon and Curtis Crossman. They finished that game out with 3 sacks. Haven't been able to get to him yet, though.
As good as the pass rush tonight has been, that was the closest they've gotten to a sack.
Yeah. Well, and we said it is the release time of Fontanez. He just has that clock to know to get rid of the ball.
3 to the near side. Fontanez drops, throwing off his back foot to the far side and incomplete.
Yeah, I think miscommunication there with the quarterback and his receiver. One went in, the ball went out.
You can tell the pass rushers are hungry. Every time they don't get there because he just gets the football out, they're jumping around, yelling, screaming.
Fontanez has started 3 years. Sophomore year, he was a starter for Allentown Central Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 2 at Liberty, so the young man has a lot of ability.
Central Catholic, they gave Bethlehem Catholic everything they wanted last night, but the Golden Hawks, they escaped, and they're going to go into the 4A final next weekend against Southern Lehigh, the top seed.
Is that Thursday night again?
I believe it is again, yep.
Fontanez from the gun. He drops, going to throw deep down the left side on the wheel route, and it's intercepted! 2 Rovers ran into each other.
Looked like Biddle got the interception, or I think that's Kossover. Wow, he was in coverage from his linebacker position.
Now the Rovers should take control of the game.
That's the exact same play Biddle had the pick on earlier.
Yeah, it was that wheel route. That time it was covered perfectly by Jut Kossover running down the sideline, but over the top was Biddle, and he just waited for the ball to come down at the 49-yard line of the Rovers. So Easton with 10:53 to go in this one, they're going to have a 1st and 10 right at midfield, up 18.
Great field position. So now the Rovers will use the clock.
The officials are trying to find Easton's ball to put in play. Now they get one from Martinez, different than Martinez.
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 Dang
it. I'm so close, Tyler.
It's the same until the last letter. It's pronounced the same until you get to the last letter.
Also, once again, if you had a chance and you want to be a part of Easton's 900th win video, you can always send in your clips in video format to Red Rovers Sports Network at gmail.com. When we do the final edit in the next week or 2, you'll have a chance to be involved in that project.
Ordway going to give. No, he's going to keep it on the read option. Has running room. Ordway down the sideline. He's in the clear. 1 man to beat, and he's going to be brought down from behind. just inside the 15 at the 14.
Looked like
Ordway, another huge gain on the ground.
William Reese, number 8, last man to have a shot at him and brings him down at the 13.
156 yards, Jeff. Unofficially.
So that puts him at an even 1,700 yards. Not too shabby for a quarterback.
1 or 2 on the ground tonight?
1.
1.
And the clock is running. That's the good news, guys.
Kind of surprised. It looked like he went down out of bounds, but
Yeah,
they have a better view than we do.
You and I are not complaining.
I am not.
So play clock at 15. Easton, no hurry now in the red zone.
Surprised does not necessarily mean complaining. Ordway from the gun, 2 receivers to the far side. I'd be shocked if they end up putting the ball in the air here. Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. He's going to give to Trayvon Tyler, who jumps over the pile.
Well, he hits the hole quick.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Tyler already one score on the ground. Easton, though, the story on defense, 3 takeaways, all 3 of them interceptions. 2 by Biddle, 1 by McPeak. And Tyler, I think the difference between this and last game, and you were saying it, is right now it's Easton's ability to finish these drives where last time they weren't able to get the points. And it's a final up there in Orfield. Nazareth got 2 touchdowns in the mercy rule, so it's a 35-14 final. Parkland going to make another appearance in that 6A final.
And Easton and Parkland met in 2014.
Ordway from the gun, ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Tyler up the middle, and a flag flies.
Oh, and another one. And a helmet off for could be in the area of face. So there's a helmet on the ground of the running back.
2-yard gain.
Yep. Easton reacting like the penalty is going to be against them, so they don't want to get backed up 10 yards here where they're on the doorstep.
Must be an offensive hold.
Now they're marking it off against Liberty.
Okay. We were right the first time.
Yeah, the helmet coming off of a running back when he has the ball in his hands almost always means a face mask.
3rd down and 1. Or 1st and goal, excuse me.
So 9-17 when they... Yep. And the play, and the clock's going to run. We'll see here if they give it to Ordway, Jack. One of the things, if you listen to us, you know he's sitting on 31 rushing touchdowns on the season, 2 shy of a school record.
Ordway from the gun. Martinez to his left. Ball snapped. He's going to follow Martinez, and he's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rovers.
And as I said, let's make him 1 short of the school record now. He's got 32 on the ground this year. He'll go over 1,700 yards rushing, Jack. 37-13 lead for Easton. This was a 17-14 game, Jack, 2 minutes into the second half.
Yes. And they had the ball on a turnover, and Easton held them.
Yeah.
The rest has been all Easton's momentum.
Yeah, the last 2 drives by Liberty, turnovers.
Snap, hold, Borluca's kick is up, and perfect.
And now we have a 5-score game.
Yep, so let's step away, hear from our sponsors, and we're going to come right back here to Cottingham. 9 minutes exactly to this one, 25-point lead for the Rovers. Trip to the 6A.
When your roof is compromised, every passing moment is an opportunity for water to leak into your home and cause serious damage. There's no reason to wait around for help when you have a problem. Fleck Roofing and Construction is a local roofing company in Easton, PA that offers emergency services to residential and commercial customers. Call us today at 610-250-0737 or the web at www.roofwithfleck.com.
Oh, the
radio gets that.
So we were just saying right now, what am I doing? Excuse me.
T11 Sports doing anything?
No, because they can't show video, so I think they just
we'll be okay.
They're
okay.
in our boat.
So
we're talking about if Easton holds on here up 25 with 9 to go, we will be wherever the 6A final will be next week.
Which we have a hunch.
Yeah, typically they like to find a large stadium with turf and nice facilities halfway between both schools, and they want the stands apart from each other. That seems to be one of the other requirements. So we know a great place.
Cottingham Stadium.
Not next week.
Back when I played, it used to.
Yeah, Easton would be the number 1 seed when they got the
Luca's just going to squib it. Gets past the first two lines, and it goes right into the arms of an up man. Now he has a little bit of running room, but is going to get hit and brought down out across the 45, call it the 46.
Yeah, number 7 was the returner for the Hurricane, Jeffrey Davis, on the tackle for Easton. That's John T. Bowie returning it for Liberty.
8:52 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Did you say number 6, Jeffrey Davis?
I was saying number 7 was the returner, and then I heard someone say Jeffrey Davis down there, and I realized.
I was going to say, I was confused because
I switched teams on you. I switched teams on you. He's number 28?
28 or 29.
Yeah.
I remember
the one we can't read
game when he played. We couldn't figure it out if it was 28 or 29, and then we looked, and they didn't have one of the numbers on the roster. So on 8:52 to play here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 47. Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He's going to keep it on the quarterback draw. Has running room. Makes a few men miss. And he's going to get pulled down from behind by his jersey.
Thank God they had a jersey.
Wow, yeah, Skylar Fallon.
Fontanez was not happy
missed
whatsoever.
Him, but Kilpatrick, had a handful of them, and he was unable to escape.
He read that beautifully.
Oh, and he did a great job. If you're going to grab by the jersey, you grab at the back. You don't grab it up in the shoulder pads and at the back of his neck.
So Liberty not going away, getting the ball into Easton territory. They're down at the 37.
Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He drops, looking right, throwing, and it's incomplete. Could have been intercepted. The corner was positioned perfectly, but the ball was deflected at the line. And one thing is, Jeff, we've been saying all night about how good the pass rush has been. I think a lot of it is because the two edge rushers have been lining up at a 2-point stance all night rather than trying to fire out from the ground.
Yeah,
exactly right.
And that's Macon and Crossman, two of the most formidable defensive ends you're going to find in the EPC.
Fontanez from the gun, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Green in the backfield right. Ball snapped. He's going to keep it on the read option off the low snap. Quarterback draw. Now trying to get to the outside. Has the sideline and is going to be thrown down out of bounds.
And it is.
The flag flies late.
Easton had a chance upfield. I don't know why they.
Now, they need to get the players.
Now a lot of pushing and shoving.
The players need to get out of here. Easton's doing a good job keeping
their sidelines.
Yeah, the players on their sidelines on the bench. The entire Easton team is trying to get their players out. Liberty players, unfortunately, are kind of encircling them. So,
well, and that's kind of the problem, right? Obviously, you can't have anybody running off from your own side, from the other sideline, right? But you're in an unfortunate situation there if you're Easton because you have 11 guys versus the entire roster.
Yeah, it looks like the original foul, and it's close.
And Fontanez has been getting fed up with I don't know if it's the officials or some of the hits he's been taking, but everything before that has been clean. That one,
he got spun down out of bounds,
but it wasn't necessarily malicious.
Yeah.
And the initial contact from the guy who brought him down was in play.
And it was one of those, they carried themselves out of bounds. He did continue it and did sling him down out of bounds. Obviously, he didn't like it. The Liberty teammates didn't like it. And then it's hard to see if anything else is going to come from it. I mean, there's 30, 40 players.
Massive humanity.
Easton doing a great, and like I said, I think a lot of the Easton players were just trying to get their teammates out of there.
There's going to be the personal foul for the late hit.
Yes.
But I think, Fontanez, you could see him reacting. You can't necessarily see what he did, but he had the penalty called on him earlier.
He had it earlier,
You have to assume somebody came in and hit him like we saw last week against Emmaus, where Anthony Diaz kind of got clotheslined.
So now one of the officials is over here. Both teams have settled down here. I think for the most part, Easton was just trying to get their players out of that situation. They're going to mark off half the distance here. We still haven't gotten any official word.
Personal foul, probably.
Well, and Jeff, you may not know this, but Jack, you were probably, I'm certain you were there for it a few years ago when Easton Peaburg had the big fight at the end of their game.
Yeah, it was
well, and what's funny is Robbie McCormick, who's the third-string quarterback, the freshman quarterback, was I believe I was in 8th grade.
Were you in 8th grade? I thought it was your junior year.
But Robbie McCormick was in 3rd grade, and he had my mom as his teacher that year. And so he came in, and he's telling all this stuff about what had happened and what Cole had told him that night at Thanksgiving dinner.
Let's see if we get the word here, guys. So
they didn't give us a number.
So I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I wonder if that's an obligatory that the coach gets the penalty
The coach
for
gets the penalty rather than the whole
wrestling.
team.
Yeah, wrestling has some.
So Matt has to behave himself, or else he can't get cooked.
Actually, if you could see it, the defensive tackle. I'm sorry, the defensive end and offensive tackle from Liberty were hugging one another. So I think they've made up.
Or for Easton and Liberty.
Liberty.
Not all Liberty, as Fontanez to the outside. And he's going to be chased out of bounds after a pickup.
I think it would. Yeah, I think
yards.
it's number 77 and Curtis for the Liberty and Curtis Crossman.
Did that clock not move again?
It did not. No, you're correct.
Jesus.
Curtis is a good guy.
No,
It's easy
Curtis
to
is
make up with him.
absolutely one of the greatest young men. And actually,
And
Coach
Seneca
Seneca
saying the
realizes.
same thing.
Yeah, I had it at 8:04. 6 seconds had ticked off.
What's he doing?
Well, the benefit for Coach Seneca is he can't have a flag thrown on him by the upstairs official. Fontanez from the gun. Ball snapped. He drops. Rolling right. Throwing back over the middle, and it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Complete to number 15, Javion White. 11-yard strike for Liberty.
I don't know if I've ever seen somebody yelling to the sky like Coach Seneca just was.
That? I don't know. Yeah, and you're intimidated. 40.
Old man yells at cloud.
Old man. That is so
I think
good.
we're going to see a series of onside kicks here.
I would imagine.
Because if Easton gets the ball, they're going to milk it at least
try
for 2
to
minutes
salt
at a
it
time.
away. So Liberty gets it back to a 3 score. They're going to line up for 1 point to get it to an 18-point deficit.
Low snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is
Good.
good. It looked like it was slicing left.
Pulled left, yeah.
He kicked it so hard it didn't have enough time.
Got to put the hands team in now.
Yeah, I think I'm stuck. Sorry, I had to reboot just like my laptop.
Again, they left them scored too quick.
Yeah, I mean, Liberty had a good job on the kickoff. They got it back to the 45, had a couple of quick strikes, had the penalty. I think now they're starting to realize Easton hasn't given any attention to Fontanez, and so they had a couple design draws. Liberty did, and Fontanez was chewing up yardage.
Well, that's kind of the one problem about your pass rush being so dominant is you give up the contain.
Yep.
Yes.
And sometimes you give up right up the middle like they have been.
And that's what they
and he's
took advantage
eaten them
of it.
alive.
And you could see the hands team, whoever's out there right now with a towel for Easton, trying to get these hands as dry as possible.
And everybody, for the most part, has ditched the gloves.
Yeah.
Stout, McPeak, Fallon, they all kind of just trust their hands more than the gloves.
And we'll see. Liberty looks like they're going to overload our near side.
And for those who haven't felt a modern-day football glove, those things are some of the stickiest things you'll ever touch in your life.
I don't know how you drop a football wearing those.
So Hackett, it's onside kick it. He's going to rip one at Biddle. It goes right off his chest.
Biddle made the stop. I think McPeak may have played the rebound nicely and got it for Easton, but we'll have to see here.
And Liberty
got it.
Again, 2 times in 2 weeks.
And you know what? Actually, they're saying down here, that thing was rocketing towards Biddle. If he lets it go, I'm pretty sure that goes out of bounds.
But you have no time to react because of how hard it's being
Well,
kicked
again,
at you.
your thought is knock it down.
Yep.
Yeah, Biddle.
And in this weather, I mean, he absolutely unleashed it off his right foot.
Yeah, no, I mean, he
Biddle
drilled
just didn't have a chance. It
Yeah.
hit him right off his chest. Again, with the turf and the way a football bounces when you kick it like that, it just kicked up, gave him a bad hop, hit him right in the chest.
So 18-point lead for the Rovers, but they got 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Liberty scored on their last drive.
You got to think, why not go get a bunch of baseball players and say, hey, we're going to teach you guys how to be on the hands team. You're used to fielding bad hops.
Well,
Call it a
actually,
day.
Biddle did a good job. He did get down to one knee to block it with his body, and I actually thought McPeak was going to jump on it. So Liberty with the ball back, 8 minutes.
Fontanez back to work, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, and now whistles.
Delay a game.
And so Liberty just was not ready after the onside kick, so they'll back up 5 yards.
And they don't want to use their timeouts either. You have all 3 timeouts. You want to, I mean, I don't want to say save those because you're down 18 at this point.
No,
it's still a 3-score game.
They're very, very good at the 5 yards right now and lose a timeout.
7:46, I want to say, to play.
In that fourth quarter.
And Liberty doesn't have to worry too much about a 2-point conversion or anything right now, Jack. They need another 7 to even start to think about getting it back.
Right.
Fontanez from the gun, ball snapped, he drops, play action, going to throw deep, down the middle of the field, wide open is Davis, he overthrew him. Ooh. Davis he had a chance, he didn't lay out for it.
He did. It looked like he was going to run under it perfectly, and I think maybe the ball just got over his head more than he thought it was.
Knows the elements could take him.
Yeah, he had 5 yards on the Rover defender, and it looked like he was just going to catch that easy to the house.
And that was McPeak. It's like I was saying earlier, McPeak is fast. I'm not saying he isn't. But I think Trayvon Tyler matches up better just because Davis can absolutely fly.
Well, now we'll see what they do here. Easton content to play 2 center fielders, Ordway and Biddle.
And I would drop McPeak off. I would not have him playing press at the line. Fontanez from the gun. He's going to keep it on the quarterback draw. Now down the sideline, he's going to go out of bounds at the 40.
Yep.
Every time he gets out.
Yep, helped out by McPeak. If they're going to spot him at the 4, he didn't get the 40. So it's going to be 3rd and less than 1.
And every time Fontanez now gets to the sideline, he's saying something to somebody. He's just stirring things up at this point.
So off goes De Leon. In comes another tight end. That's your server. That's number 10. Christian Kantakis.
They got it down to play with. They can still get it on the 4th down.
Fontanez from the gun. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. And whistles.
And we're getting encroachments. So somebody must have.
It didn't look like anybody moved.
It didn't look like anybody moved.
They called him the cornerback. They say he was
maybe the corner
on
was
McPeak or the far side?
I think
far side.
I think possibly on Foreman.
I think that's
number 4.
I think that's Trayvon Tyler.
Oh, isn't the inside number 4? I think he called it on the inside.
Oh, on the nickel corner.
Yeah. I think he was trying to press up and must have crossed over. So Liberty now down to the 35. No time is really ticked off here. 7:34.
Fontanez from the gun, getting flanked by 2 running backs. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball snap. Fontanez drops, looking left. Now he's going to step up, and he's just going to slide down. He got hit on the ground, but
I think they're going
the linebacker was already committed to it, and he pulled off as best he could.
Yeah, it was Kilpatrick helped him to the ground once he was already there, but you're right. I think he had already committed and did pull off best he could. So 2-yard loss for Liberty, back to the 37 now. 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, 7 minutes to play from the 37. Fontanez from the gun.
Double.
Rovers lead at 38-20.
Interesting formation here from Liberty, double-stacked receivers.
Going to throw on the slant for Davis, who makes the catch up to the 30.
Gets half of what they need.
Call it the 31.
So that'll be a 3rd and 6 at the 31. When the game's over, stay with us for a little bit. We'll have the wrap-up show. Hopefully we'll have an answer about where the 6A final will be played.
And this is not over yet. No game balls, no predictions.
No nothing.
3rd and 6 from the 31. Fontanez from the gun. Green backfield left. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Ball snapped. It's going to be a give to Green. Spinning off a tackle. He's going to be just short of the first down marker. Looks like the 26.
Nice reaction there from the Easton linebackers to see the run.
It's the last thing you were expecting right there.
Absolutely was. I was caught off guard, but they were not. So 4th and inches, possibly not the game, but this could seriously hurt Liberty's comeback chances.
So down inside 6 minutes. 4th and 1 from the 25. Fontanez from the gun.
Easton playing
Rovers
run.
show pressure. Now it drops off. Ball snap.
Nothing.
Give to Green. And he's going to go down for a loss.
The onside kick did not come back to haunt the Rovers.
3 Rovers got home. They built up a brick wall at the line and tried to run into it, and they had no chance. They ran right at arguably the best run-stopping defensive end in the EPC.
Yeah, Easton put 6 down or 6 on the line of scrimmage, and Green knew the moment he took the ball, he had nowhere to go. He had 3 Rovers standing in front of him. It's actually going to go for a 2-yard loss, so Easton will take over at their own 27-yard line.
And Liberty was getting so many plays off in quick time, and that time they took like the 35 seconds.
And that comes back to, Chris Artrano always said, if you're going to just try to run the ball ahead, why put your running back 5 yards backwards and hand him the ball while he's standing still?
Yeah, that's what I don't like about the pistol.
So Easton with a little bit of work to go here.
Ordway, he's going to keep it. Following his blockers, spins off a man, and he's going
10
to
yards.
have the first down to the 37.
Liberty with a player down. That's number 2. That's Pujols. Actually, he's hopping up. He'll get helped off the field. And he'll sit back down, and we'll take a break for a moment. We'll be right back here. Last 5:25 to go. 18.
Giacomo's Italian Grill, located on Cattell Street in Easton, moments away from Lafayette College. Giacomo's has it all. It starts with their cheesesteak, voted number 1 in the Lehigh Valley. They have great wraps, pitas, paninis, all kinds of subs. Not to mention Italian sausage, which is all homemade. You can get it in mild, fennel, hot, any way you like it. Giacomo's Italian Grill is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout, please call them at 610-438-1954. That's 610-438-1954. Or visit them at their new location, Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway, in the former site of the Miller Paint Store location. Once again, that's Giacomo's 2 on William Penn Highway. Giacomo's, they have it all.
So Pujols walking off the field under his own power, just looks a little shaken up here. Clock's going to run when the ball gets set, but there's 5:25. We already know one team that's in the 6A final has a 12-0 record, the Parkland Trojans. They advanced 35-14 over the Nazareth Blue Eagles tonight. They had a 35-0 lead, though, Jack, in the third quarter, so that was a mercy clock.
If Easton can hold on, this game has been talked about for 6 weeks, November 14th.
Yep. We thought there were 2 possible undefeated matchups in Easton's season. One of them was going to be in Week 10, 2 9-0 teams with Nazareth. That didn't happen. But the other one, Jack, you're looking at number 3, number 5 in the state, both undefeated. That's talking about Easton and Nazareth, or Easton and Parkland. All that buildup, and I didn't deliver.
You got Easton right.
I got Easton right.
Easton's milking the clock, which they should do.
Oh, so what do you guys think? 2 first downs and that's the ball game?
Yes.
Ordway from the gun, ball snap, going to give to Martinez, which I think is the right decision. No reason to have Ordway
anymore. Doesn't look like Liberty's going to try to call any timeouts here as the rain continues to fall. If this holds up, Jack, we said last district final for Easton would have been in 2014.
Against Parkland. And Parkland won in overtime, 13-10.
I don't know if I can handle that one, but we had an overtime game here last year.
Well, we haven't had many thrillers this year. So.
Easton held Parkland to a field goal in the first possession of overtime. So Easton needed 6 to win the game, and a trade or interception iced the game for Parkland.
Trade
second down. Yep.
2 on the play clock.
2nd and 11. Ball snap, going to give to Martinez, who has running room as he powers forward to the 44.
Gets it to... And now Liberty will take their timeout with a 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and 2. Some of the other notes out there tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. You can listen to Jack Logic Sports Saturday. That's on JAJL Sports Radio.
Leading off, Mark Wogan-Rich from State College will be there. Tell us about possibly who he thinks the favorite is for the Nets head coach of the Nittany Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Corky Blake will be on at 10 o'clock, and we'll recap the Parkland-Nazareth game along with the World Series. I imagine Corky's a big baseball man.
Yeah.
And at 10:30, Bruce Nagy and I will talk a lot of NFL and college football.
Jack also wrapped up a successful season as a youth soccer coach. Huge shout-out to the South Parkland Sea Pickles. We finished our last 3 games getting results. We went 1-0-2. So we took a lot of early beginning soccer players, and we were able to get a couple results.
Did you say Sea Pickles?
We were the South Parkland Sea Pickles.
Was it?
The kids got
EA or EE?
I have no clue. The kids got to choose. Thankfully, we weren't the 6-7s.
Ordway from the gun. He's going to keep it as he follows his blockers. Spinning forward, has the first down across midfield.
Also, Jack, I got to wrap up. People keep asking. They don't, but they might be asking. Misericordia, they finished up their men's soccer season on Wednesday evening. They lost in the MAC Conference semifinals. But that did happen last week. I gave the result, Jack, and somebody actually was listening and heard they contacted my sister that we gave the Misericordia score.
I'm sure somebody did.
So also we got some love out there to Allentown Farmers Market, Cousin Vinny's market. They gave me a hello this morning as I was walking through there. He was proudly wearing.
As a sponsor?
Soon.
I
don't know if we can send people from Easton up to the Allentown Farmers Market,
we
but
can.
he had his Easton shirt on, and right away, I think, and then what else, Jack? I got to keep her. I don't know. Are we doing a Thanksgiving Day preview show this year?
I was thinking at 9:30 to 10 would be nice before they came on.
Oh, you want to do something? Oh, that's right. I will be at my first game.
What time's kickoff?
10:35.
Oh, I thought it was 10:35. Okay.
I got the Hall of Fame till roughly 9:30, and you and Tyler could.
I'm going to be a babe in the woods, walking around knowing nobody.
Ordway from the gun. Ball snap gives to Martinez, who's going to pick up about half a yard.
Liberty looks like they're going to burn that last time out, so it'll be second down and 10 ball right at midfield, 3:47. Now Liberty can't stop the clock anymore.
And there's no 2-minute timeout or warning.
And also we'll find out, we don't know 100%, Jack, the game next week. Also, Kyle, he's smarter than I am. Sometimes this could be played on a Saturday. Because that aligns with the 6A final in I almost said Hershey, in Cumberland Valley.
Yes, I think it will still be a Friday because I think Easton would prefer to, if they win, of course, play the Friday night before Thanksgiving rather than Saturday.
That's true.
So, but you could be right. It's happened before, but I'm going to predict Friday night. Probably at BASD first, and if not, like I said, I think Northampton would be a nice second site.
Well, now one of the neighborhood things, Jack, one of my daughter's friends, his older brother, very good basketball player, enrolled at LaSalle College High School and drives down every morning from my neighborhood. And we were actually saying, as they're sitting and waiting in the wings, it'll now be Parkland or Easton. So there will be some home cooking in that household because he's a freshman. He's a basketball player, though, for LaSalle College.
Second and 10, Ordway from the gun. Two receivers split wide. Kossover going in motion right to left. 3:40 to play here in this final quarter. Ball snap going to be a give to Martinez, who has running room. Martinez slipping tackles, trying to get to the outside. Now he's going to cut back in and go down.
It goes down.
Past the 20, and a flag flies late.
Yeah, it comes in late. I mean, Martinez got hit on the ground, but I don't know.
I didn't really see much.
Yeah, I didn't see definitely nothing that would warrant a flag. That's why I'm wondering if there wasn't somewhere else.
And he kind of dropped down late. It's not like he was clearly giving himself up. He came back into the play.
I think it's going to be against Liberty. They're walking down the field.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point in the game, unless it's egregious.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the officials they're trying to keep control of the game, but the game doesn't need controlling. So the ball's going to go down inside the 15. We'll see what Easton chooses to do here. They can pick up a first down. 3:37 to go in this one.
Well, and the part of the problem, too, for Easton, the scoreboard's wrong. The ball's not on the 50. But part of the problem for Easton is now you have less field to work with to run time off.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And yeah, if you score, it's still an almost impossible task for
well,
Liberty.
You could take 4 knees right now. And take
you almost could take 4, and that's why I said Easton can get a first down, but there's really not a lot of room to play with here. 15 seconds on the play clock. Now Ordway has what he wants.
Do you just have Ordway go from the gun and go quarterback blast right up the middle?
I want to save him.
See, and the statistician in me is say he's one shy of a school record, too.
Ordway from the gun. Ball snap. Going to turn. Give to Martinez. Turning upfield.
Yeah, and the referees blow the whistle right away. They're
Smart.
not. Yeah.
Yep.
And that was something last week, Tyler, when I went back on video, it was pretty wild how many times. Yeah, it seemed like the play was done and there were no whistles.
127 unofficially for Martinez.
Jack, something else to put out there for the Easton faithful. So with 12 wins, most wins in a season by any Easton team is 13.
Yes.
And Easton has at least 2 football games left.
Yes, if they win number 13, they'll have 3 games left at least. So this group of Rovers have a chance to be something very special.
Ordway, he's going to keep it. Looked like he was going to go to the outside,
Yeah.
turn up field. And he's going to be down at the 11.
Did a good job chewing up yards there. Gets it down to a third and about 6. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes to go in this one.
175 unofficially.
We'll come on next week. I said 6 o'clock. Let's see. Jack said more like 6:15.
Let's go 6:15.
So 6:15, so you'll get an earlier edition. A lot to break down in that matchup.
Yep.
Tyler, I'm going to have to get some video. I've only seen Parkland play twice this year, and both times they were overmatched against their opponents.
Their independent schedule was just different, too.
Yeah.
Timmy surprises me about that.
I want to go back and see. They opened the season with I believe it was a 16-7 victory against George Washington.
So Ordway kept it that time on the option. Not much running room. So that's going to set up a 4th and medium with a minute to play.
I think it's time to take a knee right here.
And then just hand the ball over. Yeah, they can hand the ball off to Martinez. It's a 4th and 7. They'll be under 20 seconds when the ball's snapped. Poor Lucas standing behind.
No, he wants to kick. No need to kick here.
You could just, you have him, you snap it, and then let Ordway just kind of dance for a little bit and then take a knee before somebody gets there.
Yeah, so they'll be...
They're going to call a timeout.
With 29 seconds, so we'll see what happens. Wrestling schedule gets underway. December the 3rd, we'll be up there at Stroudsburg High School. New look Rovers under the direction of Coach Corey Keener. But Jack, I mean, that machine never stopped after states last year, partially because we knew it was the final season of Coach Jody Karam. We hoped things would go the way they did, and they did, with Coach Keener taking over for that program. So there was no off-season whatsoever, and they went right back in there.
What impressed me about Corey in the interim before being named head coach, and never stopped.
No, he can. Yeah, he actually. That your credit to you. And then he also got the hire he wanted. He brought up the junior high coach of the year last year, Brian Young. He's up at his first assistant. One change, Jack, that's interesting for those longtime Rover fans. Junior high, no longer 2 teams, they're just one team. But that's because there's a girls' team now, though.
Okay, Scott Betts will be in charge of that.
Yep, so Scotty Betts drops down from the varsity to take over the junior high program. Pete Thomas slides over from his junior high to take over the junior high girls.
Ordway from the gun. He's going to give to Martinez, who's going to cut up field, and he's going to be tripped and dives down at the 5.
Far assist. The far official has him.
It looks like he may have the first down.
Yeah, the far side official. Oh, and they're moving the chains. The near side officials signaling to move the chains. So that will do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah, there's a player hurt. He bounced up. If they set the ball, the game's over. Yeah, the one official says the injured player was down, so he has to come off. They're going to wind the clock, and Easton can head to the sidelines.
That'll do it.
Win number 12, 901.
You could hear the exhale of the fans here at Easton. They weren't sure to the final moments that this one was going to go the Rovers' way, Jack.
Only 99 more to get to 1,000.
And you'll see it.
Well, Tyler, that was one of the things in the video that my wife didn't like. If you guys got a chance to watch the video after the presentation of the 900th win, I had the counter continue to go on into the oblivion. And my wife didn't like it. She said she didn't like the counter continued. And I said, no. I said, I think
I liked it.
It's the idea that the message is going to go on. But we'll be right back here to wrap things up from Cottingham Stadium. I lost the score. 38-20, Easton final.
Yes.
Oh, and we do have it right there. So the game will be next Friday evening versus Parkland, the 2 seed at BASD Stadium, 7 p.m. We'll be on at 6:15 as long as they don't make us call the game from the parking lot.
Yes.
We'll be right.
Founded in 1996, the Marblehead Chowder House offers a casual, coastal atmosphere with fresh seafood, shellfish, and hearty chowders. Located on William Penn Highway in Easton, the Marblehead Chowder House is the perfect spot for family and friends. Featuring dishes unique to New England and open daily, their Marblehead Chowder House has Ipswich belly clams, fresh lobster rolls, a raw bar, and of course, live lobsters arriving regularly. The only thing missing is the cool sea breeze. With their lighthouse and nautical decor, the Marblehead Chowder House creates an experience like no other in the Lehigh Valley.
So we're back here at Cottingham Stadium. Final score, Easton Red Rovers 38, Liberty Hurricanes 20. We were saying fine season by the Liberty Hurricanes. Last 2 years getting to this district tournament. Christmas City champs pick up back-to-back wins over Freedom High School, but ran into the number 1 seed tonight, and Easton.
Number 5 team in the state.
Yeah, Easton extended that margin of victory from 3 points the last time they met to 18 tonight.
Yes, great victory from the get-go for the Rovers, getting out to a 17-0 lead. Liberty closed it to 17-7 at halftime, and then the second half closed it to 17-13.
Yeah, I mean, we really almost saw a repeat. It was 17-0. It went 17-7, 17-13, and that's when Liberty took a 20-17 lead last time these teams met. But Easton used the big play, and I have to look and see if that's one of the only first or second kickoff returns we've had all season.
Yes.
I think that was the first.
I think it is the first.
Unless there was one against Northampton.
And I don't think there was. There was an interception return. We also see Cole Ordway, 2 touchdowns on the ground, gets him to 32 on the season, 1 shy of Shane Simpson's single-season record. We also saw 3 touchdowns through the air for Fontanez. He's going to finish his senior campaign, Jack, 38 touchdowns.
Well, an awesome effort by Fontanez tonight. Like I say, threw some picks, but played hard till the end, and the Hurricanes finished 8-4. Great job by Shane Daniel and his staff. You know, because 4 or 5 years ago, Liberty was also ran. So Liberty has really turned it around.
Yeah, it was like almost a return to form with Liberty and Easton. It's a shame these two had to meet in this round, because I think Liberty would have loved another crack at Nazareth at some point, and they didn't get a chance to test themselves against Parkland either.
No. And the Parkland Trojan, I'm sure Tim Mossman will be getting the game tape out.
Yeah. I say, and not too many common opponents with these schools.
No.
You figure they both played Emmaus.
They both played Stroudsburg.
And they both played Stroudsburg and Nazareth. And that's it.
That's it.
And, Parkland had a chance to play Nazareth twice. The first time they really took it to them. Tonight, 35-0 lead. They didn't need much more than that to get the mercy clock running. And Easton, they just... Tonight, I think, Tyler, it's what you said. They figured out how to finish drives tonight when they needed to. Cole Ordway, we had him unofficially at 170 yards, which puts him over 7.
The last
Go ahead.
175.
175. That's going to put him over 1,700 yards.
And I got 135 for Martinez.
Defensively, secondary, Tyler, they did exactly what they needed. 3 interceptions, 1 by McPeak, 2 by Biddle. And you have probably 2 or 3 of the best wide receivers that you're going to see in this Liberty offense. And Easton did just enough. You figured there were going to be big plays, and Easton was able to weather those big plays.
Easton will be the home team next week, so if you arrive at BASD Stadium, you'll probably have to sit on the press box side unless Easton would decide differently.
Yeah, you'll be choice. You'll be. Well, actually, there's an interesting thing there, Jack. You'll be on the Grenadier Boulevard side, and part of the reason why that was such an issue there, and Tyler, I don't even know if you noticed, probably 20 years ago, high school put in a rule that the chains have to be opposite the press box. And Freedom used to always sit on the away side. That was their side of the stadium in Bethlehem. And they used to put the chains opposite the home team on the near side of the press box. And then when the rule came in that the chains have to be opposite the press box regardless, Coach Roeder didn't want the chains on his side for the home game. And Freedom said, hey, we want to come across the field. And that's why Liberty and Freedom both alternate who sits on that side, where Freedom, the stadium was black and gold on the away side for years. And Little rule change. It caused a huge fight in Bethlehem.
Well, I'm going to be prejudiced again because it was my senior year. I think this week's game coming up will be the most anticipated battle of the undefeated since 1968 when Easton was ranked second in the state going into the game against Pennsbury, who was ranked third. And can you believe 12,500 people were in this little stadium?
That's, yeah.
Yeah, they did have end zone stands those years. You were allowed to stand on the track.
Mm-hmm.
The Pennsbury band was on the field, and they crammed 12,500 in. And 8 years later, I was down at Veterans Stadium. I got a press credentials to sit in the press box for the Phillies-Reds playoff game, Tyler. And this gentleman from Trenton came over to me, right? And he says, "You're from WEST in Easton?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Young man, I did the greatest high school football game ever in your city."
Mm-hmm.
I said, 1968, 13-12.
13-12.
Yeah, and he said, "Yes, sir."
Who was the kickoff return touchdown for Easton?
No, Easton didn't have it. No, they didn't have a kickoff return.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, tonight, Tyler.
Tonight.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler. Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
Tyler had that one. He had a rushing touchdown. Martinez had a touchdown, and to recap it, Ordway had 2 on the ground.
Right, that's recap it. So that was the most anticipated matchup. Like I gave you 3 of them.
Yep.
Allentown and Easton in 58, and Bethlehem, when they were called Bethlehem yet, in 1939, when they both came in undefeated way back when Elmer Carroll was coaching. That had to be quite a football game. Easton trailed 13-0 at halftime and won the game 14-13 on Bob Root's extra point. Bob Root was the only player and coach in Easton history to play on a perfect team and coach an undefeated perfect team. So that's why that field house is named after the immortal Bob Root. So
sorry, I'm getting all kind of messages here coming in. The West Ward Garage Party giving a shout out. I believe they were watching it on TV tonight, but they were one of our biggest supporters. They invite me every week to stop by, and but I usually, we try to get to this field as early as possible. It's going to be no different next Friday.
Who's in charge at the West Ward?
Well, the mayor of the garage party is Anthony Youngkin, and a great guy, always reaches out, lets me know how things are going. And
I gotta find out if Jimmy is his brother or not.
That's what you had said. Now, he was messaging me here to find out. But yeah, the game, District 11 6A final, that is going to be next Friday evening, 7 p.m. at BASD Stadium. 2 undefeated teams, 12-0. That's the Parkland Trojans, Easton Red Rovers, number 3 and number 5 in the state, and going to be one and done, no series.
No series. Easton at least has 2 football games left, but we were hoping 3 or 4 or more.
Tyler, what you think? You think your senior year you were going to be doing commentary in a season like this?
Not the way it looked that year. I can tell you that much. I mean, for a team 2 years ago to have won 2 games and really lose all your best players, and it's not like they had a bunch of bad players on that team. You had a lot of kids that either are playing at the Division II level or could have played at the Division II level. And what really hurt him that year was Will Day broke his leg second game of the year, and so all of a sudden you have Dorian, who wasn't quite ready at that point.
Yep.
And that kind of set that season backwards, and it was Cole. He was a sophomore. So not everybody's going to come in here and be like a Cole Trans through their sophomore year, throw for 1,500 yards.
And he played split series a lot that year with Joey Martinez, too.
Yeah.
So
Joey Martinez started the year as the quarterback.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. He was the starter. And one of the things here, too, I think a lot of people thought you were losing some huge players last year with
literally.
Literally with your wide receivers with J.C. Wilson III and Jasir Frucci, 2,000-yard rushers in Will Day and Dorian Thomas, and a slew of your linebacking core. And I think a lot of people thought, well, what's Liberty going to be able to do? Easton going to be able to do?
All right.
And
we'll
get it eventually. And we said, pump the brakes, that there was a really, really good core of players coming back, and they've now at least have exceeded
last year's win total.
the last year's win and the journey, returning to the district finals.
Can you try to get a Phillipsburg score up for us?
Oh, yes, I can get. And they were playing Colonia. I know that one. That's where I used to have to go for my class. When I was a wrestling official, I was in the center chapter, and that's where all of our chapter meetings were.
Easton's doing their senior lap again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this
is the real last time.
I'm not sure yet, Tyler. If Easton would beat
Parkland,
Easton would beat Parkland.
Yep.
In Bethlehem next week. They do have the home game District 11, and if your stadium fits the specs, of the PIAA, you're allowed to play on your home
So
field.
here you go, Jack. Your finals from across the river. No trouble there at Maloney Stadium. The State Liners, they go 35-7 over the Colonia Patriots. They're going to be taking on Montgomery. They were winners 20-15 over Woodbridge. And so that will be the first ever section final for Montgomery, not the first section final for Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg are home to Colonia. Okay, and it's going to be at Phillipsburg.
Okay, so they'll be playing football next week. They're 9-1, lost to a real good St. Joe's Metuchen teams. So Thanksgiving Day will be a great football game, but the Rovers hopefully will have 2 games before that to get ready for the State Liners.
Yes, indeed.
November 27th.
Send it home, Jack?
Yes, we'll send it home. Okay, Red Rovers Sports Network and JAJL Sports has just presented football action from Cottingham Stadium. Repeating tonight's final score is Easton 38, Liberty 20. Join the Easton Red Rovers Sports Network and JAJL Sports next Friday night from Liberty High School at 6:15 when Easton and Parkland face off for the District 11 state title and a trip to states the following week. Now for Tyler Hatten, Jeff Achenzie, this is Jack Logic saying good night and good sports from Cottingham Stadium. Everybody, once again, it was the Eastern Red Rovers victorious, win 901, a 38-20 win.
And as Tyler said, the countdown begins.
Yes, and we'll see what happens, and we'll be back with you next week, and I'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with my partner in crime, Jeff Achenzie. Tyler, have a safe trip to State College tomorrow.
Actually, one thing to point out, and I out to see it there with his teammates, Tristan Dees taking a lap around the field as
God
well.
bless him.
So good night here.